coming through pretty good there. All right, gonna jump over to our stream on YouTube. Just do our check-in there. Then we're gonna go over to Twitch and see how things are going there. Yep, gonna click live there. Pretty good there. Okay. Good, awesome. Got that coming in through there. Nice. How are we doing there? Participants, got that up right there. Then we're gonna jump over to our Twitch side. You guys just doing the normal setup things. We'll do the check-in things. Yep, we'll go there, watch now. There we are, nice. Okay, cool. Yep, and then we're gonna go into what is it? Creator dashboard right there. No, not creator dashboard. It's back to Twitch, and it's Let's go to channel. There we are, right there. Yep. Watching that, and then I can do that. Perfect. Nice. Yay. All right, stream summary. Perfect. Yep, Friday right here, 1 minute duration. Yeah, okay. April 24th. Here we are. Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, we go to our home page there. We go our stream manager. Nice. Cool. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's edit layout. Let's remove that for now. And yeah, we got that going right there. Perfect. Yep, okay. Nice. Followers over here, viewers right there. Perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So hopefully everyone's having a good day. If you're not, I hope it gets better for you. I had a very bad day yesterday at work. That was like, I don't want to be here anymore. But I toughed it out. I made it work. I made it as best I could through the day. Not ideal, that's for sure. But what made it worth it was at the end of the day, my kids at home, they wanted to hang out with me. And I was like, oh, that's nice. My kids are also like 10 and 7, so naturally they're going to want to hang out with me, want to have some fun with me. I think I'm a pretty cool guy. They're at the age where they still think I'm a pretty cool guy. So, yeah. Worked out pretty well. All right. Got this right here, going in there. We're going to load our game right there. Nice. And we're going to turn this down just a little bit. If the game's coming through soft, let me know. All right. Where did we leave off? Where did we leave off? We are trying to do the main quest line. So last week we tried to fight Teferi, and oh my gosh, Teferi is not to be trifled with. But one of our viewers said, hey, do the arena quest because you get gear, and they ain't wrong. If you haven't played this game, MTG Forge, if you go to the arenas, you can get some gear if you win, and it's actually pretty potent, pretty powerful. We got the boots that are 30% movement speed, which is better than our, I think we had 20. Yep, 20, and then better than the base 15. And they give us one more, it gave us one more health too, so big upgrade there. And then I think I bought the armor, or was it the shield? I can't remember. I think it was the shield. Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, we're just having some fun playing around with MTG Forge. This is a free game. You can get it. If you need any links for it, just check the YouTube description. I got something on my glasses. Got a hair. Can't afford to lose any more hair, but hey, that's what happens when you get older. All right, so where are we at right now? What are we doing right now? Well, we got to clean out a cavern. We got to search a bandit cavern, and we got to clean it out. And that's going to advance the main story. So here we go. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. The cavern, I believe, is down there. But we got 1, 2, 3 baddies in the way. So I'm going to take the long way around. Because I don't want to fight them. Yep, okay. This is a little bit of a bug inside the game. We've seen this before. It just keeps on going and going. Reminding you to go do this quest right here. And right there. Alright, so inside the bandit cavern. These guys are annoying. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We got 3 more left. Ooh, that's a little loud. That's a little loud on my end. Let me know if it's not, if it's too loud on your guys' end. Or if it's too quiet on your guys' end. I'll make some adjustments to the audio. We won the coin toss. So we get to play or draw. I will do the play. Hopefully we get 3 land. Our deck operates on 3 land. 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. That is our magic number for our Dimir deck, our black-blue deck. I am going to take out Glamdring. I just got to find a good replacement for it, or I might just drop it entirely, just because we don't have... This Glamdring is good for like an Is It deck, where it's a lot of spell casting, a lot of heavy instant and sorcery casting deck. Maybe even like a white blue deck, that would be really good for it as well. But yeah, Glamdring is it's just not gonna stay in the deck much longer, I don't think. We do not have 3 land, but I think we can do this. We'll be on the draw for our 3rd land. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it, and we're gonna keep on going with it. All right, so we drop first. We'll drop Swamp, and then we'll hit OK. And then we're going to pass turn. We're going to pass turn. So I'm excited. Tomorrow, on Saturday, I get to do a Strixhaven, Secrets of Strixhaven draft with some friends at my buddy's house. So that'll be a lot of fun. That will be a lot of fun for us. Let's do this there. Yep. Oh, bump in the night. He's going to hit me for 3. Oh, he's doing... okay, well, that sucks. That sucks. Don't have a lot of life to lose, but it's all good. All good. We'll make it work. Oh, we do have removal, so that's good. We can drop... Let's drop Glamdring now. Just tap to get it out of hand, and then we will end turn. So he's doing red-black, okay? And another bump in the night. Is he going to just take me out with that? We are on the draw for another land. We can't do anything. We missed a land drop. We missed a land drop. He missed a land drop too. Hey, there's our 3rd land though. That's great. We don't have a blue source, unfortunately, so we can't get Krydell out, but we will get our Death Cult Rogue out, which is great. And then we have 3 to actually drop Glamdring on him. And we're going to pass turn. He might have removal. No, he's just plinking me, like over and over again. He is just plinking me, and that is super annoying. We need a blue source to make anything else happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to equip right there. And we're just going to swing. I mean, that's all we're going to do. We're going to swing. We're going to hit him for 2. Right there. Yep. And then whenever equipped deals combat damage to a player, you may cast an instance or sorcery spell from your hand with equal mana value less than or equal to the damage without paying its mana cost. So we have an amount of 2 because we have 2 damage going to him. I could cast Chainer's Edict, or that's it. That's it. That's all I could cast. No, I do not want to cast that. No. And then I will click OK. Missed a land. Hey, there's our blue source. That's perfect. That's perfect. I'm actually going to drop... Larcenist. Let's drop Larcenist. I have an idea on why I'm dropping Larcenist. The reason why I'm dropping Larcenist is so I can get more draw. We're not in any big area of scariness right now. He doesn't have any creatures. He's missing land drops like we are, but he's still plinking me with all these instants. That sucks. Oh, gosh. Yeah, he's destroying my island. And it deals 2 damage. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Yeah, he might win through his tactics. He might win. That's going to be awful. Because that's like, what a way to win, really. Like, just, I mean, I hate that, but at the same time, oh, we got another swamp. Hitting him for 2. Glamdring's going to resolve. No. We'll drop our swamp down. That doesn't really help me. End turn. I think he's going to win. He's just going to blink me. 3 damage, and I discard 2 cards. Well, Damnation's not going to do me any good. And seems like Chainer's Edict is not going to do me any good. So, away with you. And we're dead. What a way to lose. What a way to lose. That's just super annoying. Alright, we're going to duck these guys, get our health back. That's just annoying. Alright, we get healed up. And we're going to go back. We lost 100 bones on that. So whenever you lose in this game, you lose a portion. I think it's 10% of your money, and then you've got and then you lose your max health. So that's one of the things that happens inside the game. Bit annoying, but it is what it is. You just got to take the good with the bad. All right, you just got to take the good with the bad. So let's go here. Let's go there. We won it again, so we won't be on the play. We have damnation in here. We do not have 3 land. I'm going to mulligan this one down. Yeah, I mean, we got a blue-black source, but we can get thief out. Okay. All right, I will drop damnation. Wait, no, we had damnation in the first hand. We'll take out... He doesn't look to be casting creatures, so really... This one is going to be the one I'm going to drop. Just so I have that, and I'll drop a blue. Yes, we'll keep this. We'll drop our blue and end turn. All right, there's that. Fine, fair enough. There's damnation again. We'll drop this. Do I want to put Glamdring out now? I could. No, we'll flash in at the end of next round. We'll flash in this guy. Okay, so we're going to flash in. Soaring Thought Thief right there. And how do I want to do this? I can bounce a card to his hand. This is colorless. This is blue. This is his red source. What do I want to do here? Yeah, let's bounce. Let's bounce a card to his hand. I think that's what I want to do. Well, that's instant speed, right? No, I can do that at the beginning or the end of my next turn, or this turn. I don't need to do that now, because this is going to make him... Yeah, whenever a rogue you control attack, opponent mills 2 cards. So this will make him mill cards. So I kind of want to get that going. And then Glamdring does it help us? No, it doesn't really help us. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do the Alpha Strike. We're going to swing in. He's going to mill 2 cards. What did he mill? Curse of Bloodletting and Stolen Grain. To target opponent. Jeez, that's a very expensive card. That's a very expensive card. Okay. All right, fair enough. Right there. Okay. And I am going to bounce this. I am going to bounce it. We'll bounce his red source. I think I can do that. Bounce a non-land. Never mind. No, I can't do that. Reading is fun. That's why I like Magic, because it's one of those things where it's like, you just got to read it. You just got to read the card. It tells you exactly what it does. All right, we'll end our turn. Okay, so that came in. There's his blue-black source. Bump in the night. 3 life gone. We're going to end turn. We got to get out in front of him about as quickly as possible with all the things that I can. So I could flash this in next round, or I could bring the Larcenist in. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring the Larcenist in so we can get some draw. And then I will Alpha Strike, make him mill. What did he mill? He milled Lava Burst. Jeez, that's good. I got rid of that. That's going to destroy land. He could have cast that very easily. And Flames of the Blood hand. Okay. All right, good. So we made him draw a couple of cards out of his hand, or out of his deck, I should say. We milled off the top of his deck. We are not going to win the War of Attrition, though. If it comes down to it, he's going to definitely outpace us with the damage he can do. Case in point. There it is. This is what we want. This is the guy we need right now. This is the one that will save us. But unfortunately, I can almost guarantee with, we'll say, 80% certainty that this guy is going to get the target of most of his hatred. Alright, we will do our Alpha Strike. We got 2 damage going down. I will resolve both. Yes. So he will mill another 2. We will draw a card. There's a land that we can drop. Good. And then declare blockers. He doesn't have any blockers. What did he mill? He milled land. Okay, that is interesting. Maybe because he doesn't need any more land. The AI is, I say, usually very smart inside the game. So, alright, here we go. And we're gonna let him go through. He's hitting me for 5. See? It's just one of those things. Just one of those things. Alright, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually going, I think we have lethal. I think we will have lethal. Because now we have the rogue that gives, as long as there are 8 or more rogues seeing control, +1/+1. Interesting. I don't know why he's getting the +2. 8 or more rogues you control in their graveyard. I don't know why that's proccing right now. That's odd to me. 8 or more rogues in their graveyard. He doesn't have any rogues in his graveyard, right? Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna look at Gift Horse in the Mouse. I will do that. We will resolve both of these. We will go in there, milling cards, draw a card. There's Sword of Feast and Famine. That's great. He's gonna take 8 right to the face. Then we're going to steal a card. Let's see. To each opponent, we'll win. If an instant ready control double. Yep. So to each opponent. Yeah, we're going to win. We're going to take that. We're going to take Sizzle. And then we'll actually cast that right now. Auto resolve. Yep. Put a +1/+1 counter. Deal 3 damage. And we win. Da-da-da-da. Yep. Alright, what do we get out of that? Smash the smithereens, destroy target artifact, and... oh, that's actually pretty good. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do now... oh, no, I want to do... wrong one again. This one right here. We're going to edit this. We're going to drop out the damnations. And... because we're at 47. I mean, damnations are fine and all. But I think that with... I mean, Rona... so there's 4 cards that I can think of at the top of my head that are not as helpful inside the confines of this deck. If we had a different style of deck, they would definitely be more powerful. Rona is one of them, because we don't really have a lot of instants. And her big thing is doing 1 damage to each opponent for an instant that you cast. Instant and sorcery for each time you cast it, each opponent, whenever you cast. So that's a big thing for like a caster deck. We don't really have a lot of instants and sorceries. Glamdring, also, same idea. If you have more instants and sorceries in your hand or in your deck, it's one of those things that is really helpful, and you can cast these things from your graveyard. For each, or not, sorry, not from your graveyard. For each instant and sorcery in your graveyard, Glamdring does more benefit to your game. But again, I don't think it's going to be super helpful because we don't have an instance or sorcery. The only thing that really boosts this in my deck is the fact that it gives us first strike. The other 2 things that I would like to remove are the Glamdring, or not beyond Glamdring and Rona, are the Damnations and the Dimir Lockets. The Mana Rocks are helpful, but they're not as helpful as some of the other cards. So if I look at my stuff here, Unifying Theory, whenever a player plays a spell, that player may pay 2. If the player does, he can draw 2 or draw a card. That's a good one. Soul Stair Expedition. This is a good for landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a counter. Remove 3 quest counters from Soul Stair Expedition and sacrifice or return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. So this is a really good way to get cards back and after I would have cast Damnation. Another one is, Andruel from the Lord of the Rings set. Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the City's Blessing for the rest of the game. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. If you have the City's Blessing, put 2. So this is already a big deal. It gets more powerful. So I think replacing Glamdring with this will be a lot better. So I'm going to add that to our deck. Let's see here. What else was there? This was actually a pretty good card. Whenever we draw a card, this was actually pretty good for our deck. Daze is a good you know, you may return an island you control to its own instant. It's a counter spell, basically. It's just a cheap counter spell. We also have the black counter spell here, where you can you can counter something that they're doing, and if they have to pay 5 life, then they counter this spell. So that's a big like thing to do. But it's again, do we really want that? Do we need that? Let's see, what else was there? That was kind of it, really. We did have the Gravel Guild duo in here, and they were good, but not as good as I said before with like some of the other stuff going on. Hideous End was a really good removal card, and it punishes the player. So, I mean, we could always put that back in. Let's see here. The Magic Mirror was something that would be really fun. You know, spells cost 1 less for each sorcery and instance in your graveyard. You have no max hand size. You can draw more cards, basically, is what it comes down to. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that I was really kind of hopeful for changing our deck up with. Propaganda is actually a really good way to stop yourself from getting attacked. Yeah, I mean, Shelob was a really good one as well. Skeletal Crew, yeah, kind of. Shield of the Avatar was a really good one. Spider-Man No More, we were able to lock some cards. I'm going to actually flag one of these to sell one of those. Let's see, was there anything else? I don't think so. If you guys see anything that might be worth it, let me know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more here. Vanquish the Weak was a good one. Yeah, okay. So if I did like an instance and sorceries deck or removal deck, those would be in it. All right, so if I go back here, we're going to remove the Damnations for now. They're really good in... Oh, no. Remove and remove. I'm going to leave the Mana Rocks. We've got that in there. We're going to remove Glamdring right now, and I think I'll keep Rona in just for now. Yeah, I think that's where I'll keep it right now. We have a couple of spells and sorceries that I'm like okay with. Yeah, we'll keep it right now for what we got going on. Even Thought Thief, we have Teferi. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it going with what we got going on. All right, cool. We'll try it out. We will try it out. Alrighty. All right, so that is our deck of choice there. We do have the ability to get some more cards. Let's see if this changes what we just did in any way, shape, or form. Well, they give us a lot of blue-black, so this might change it. And there's another Rona. When Rona, Disciple of Gix, enters the battlefield, you may exile target historic card from your graveyard. Okay, our historic. Okay, so we can do that. You may cast cards exiled with Rona. Oh, okay, so that's just bring something back. Okay. Sword point deposit. Oh, jeez. Reveal the top. So this is like Resent, basically. Resentful Revelation. Then exile the rest. Put that card into your hand unless opponent pays 3 life. Okay. Holographic Double. Exile double from your hand. Choose a creature card. Conjure a duplicate. Okay. Military Intelligence. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Oh, that'd be pretty good for that one card. Ray of Command. Untap target creature opponent controls and gain control of it until end of turn. That creature can attack or use abilities that require tap as part of the activation cost. When you lose control of that creature, okay, tap it. So it goes back tapped. Okay. Moriax Reaver. Okay, so that's just a. We'll sell you. Oh no, D&D. Enchant creature enters the dungeon venture into the dungeon. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. It gets -5/-5 as long as you've completed the dungeon. I don't have any dungeons right now, so we're gonna drop that card. The holographic double could be fun. I'm gonna get rid of Ray of Command, and we'll hold on to Sword Point Diplomacy. We'll drop that right now. We'll hold on to Rona, this Rona, as for right now. And I think we'll hold on to that. So I think that's all good. Cool. Awesome. Alrighty. Off we go. Get the last two guys. We should be able to finish them off pretty easy. I say. I hope. I say and I hope. I say and I hope. Alright. They go first. We go second. Do we have 3 land? No, we have 1. And it's a blue source. We are going to mulligan. We got all the land. I'm going to keep this. We got to pick 1 to put in the bottom of our library. This will be our only black source unless we get the charm out. So I'm going to drop an island to the bottom of our library. I think that's the right choice. And then we will keep. All right. From here, we're going to just let them do their thing. Wild Cattle. What is that? It's a 1/1 wild. Oh, it's a enchant creature. Cat warrior. Well, as long as you control a mountain. Oh. Okay, so that's how you can pump it up. Gotcha. We'll drop you. We'll end turn. It's going to hit me for 1. And drop a tap land to search for a mountain or forest. That sucks. But it is what it is. Drop our blue source, end turn. And then they're going to search for a plains. Oh, it's a mountain plains, so that thing now is a 3/3. That sucks. Yep, that sucks. Okay, there's our swamp. We're going to need to get rid of that thing about as quickly as possible. So we will drop you to you. We will auto pay that. He will sacrifice a creature, and we get a chump blocker. Yep, that's a 3/3. That's fabulous. I don't need to worry about that, do I? I mean, I can take the 3 for right now. I'm not going to block. Because I don't think I can. Yeah, we'll eat the 3. And then Savannah Lions. Oh, and the Curd Ape. Oh, of course. Of course. We will drop an island down. Blue-green. Is this what I want? Down. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh, this is gonna suck. Drop you down. Yep. Hit him for that. And that's it. That's really all I can do. We're gonna end turn. He might have gotten me. He might have gotten me right there. Yeah, he's going to hit me for that. And do I have no choice but to block? I think I have no choice. He's got lethal next round. I don't have a way to get around this. I could chump block, play Rona next round, but then they can't attack and generate a token. So I think I have to eat this and then try and get something. Oh, nope, he's got me. No, okay, so we're down to 2. Landfall. Okay. Alright, well. Remember how I removed those damnations? Damnation. That's what I'm going to say. Damnation. Alright, so if I bring out Rona, is that going to tap everything? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. It is. Yep, he's got me. I don't have a way of really, like, I can do this right there. And then we can Alpha Strike right there. He's going to chump block, so we don't even get the creature, but he's going to clap back. We concede. We concede. You got me. You got me. You scoundrel. All right, we're going to go back up north here. We're going to get ourselves healed up. And we're going to go back in. We go again. We go again. All right, so from here, we're going to go back down. Do I want to put the Damnations back in my deck? Or at least one of them, maybe? Maybe? Mayhap? Mayhap I do this? Mayhap I do that? I don't know. We go second. We don't have 3 land. We've got 2. Both our sources. We've got removal and bounce. So I will keep this hand. I will keep this hand. He doesn't drop a card, which is fine. There's our 3rd source. We will drop our swamp for now and pass turn. Then we're going to continue on. Yay. Alright, when it enters, target opponent reveals their hand and they choose a non-land card and they exile it. Of course that's what... And what did he choose? What did he choose? The rogue. Naturally. Naturally. Well, you jerk. No. No, wait. Do I want to do this? Or do I want to do this? I feel like this is the right play. Because I can flashback. Right there. We'll auto pay. Get rid of that. End turn. Not playing a card. That's fine. I'll take that. I will drop this down. We got another rogue. Or do I want to put the sword down? Let's drop the rogue for now. Let's drop the rogue for now. We'll do that. We'll come in through here. Perfect. Nice. What's he going to do? 3/3. What is this one? Grim Dancer. Oh, darn it. Enters the battlefield with your choice of 2 different counters, Death Touch and Menace. He's going to do like Menace and Death Touch. Yup, Menace and Death Touch. That's what he needed to do. And he, like I said, the AI is usually pretty smart. Oh, we got both our swords, so that's pretty good. And just we're gonna do it. We're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna kill this, knowing that we are gonna have a problem with him. I would have liked to got the swords down, but that's just not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen for us. All right, so there's that. Combat. We're gonna Alpha Strike. It's risky having both these swords in hand because he can obviously drop them if he takes like another mesmerizer and puts it there. Oh, nope, he just killed that. He just killed that. And you gain life. That sucks for the number of swamps you control. Shenanigans, I say. Shenanigans! That tapped him out, though. That tapped him out. Let's do Sword of Feast and Famine. Drop that down. And then we'll end turn. He's coming back with nothing. 5 card in hand, 4 on the board. He can't cast anything? Or maybe he's got removal. Oh, that's kind of dicey, actually. Let's do Other Sword. It's better to do that than the Mana Rock. And we'll end turn. Which is Cottage. Enters untap when... Creature target... Okay. So he's targeting the Grim Dancer. And so he's going to bring that back to play, probably. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, see... Creature target... Top of... Yep, that's what they did. Okay, yep. Another land, so we'll drop that for now. What do we want to do here? Knowing that he has removal, and I can flash this in... I don't want to... use the Mana Rock, and I don't want to cast this now. So I'm going to end turn without doing anything. We'll see what he does. Grim Dancer. Yep, okay. Right there. So at end step, I am going to flash in you. Right there. Okay. Hey, that's good. We got another land. I will... Not that I need to... Well, hang on. How do I have? 1, 2... I've got 5 land. I can equip these 2 here. Yeah, let's do that. Equip. There. Equip. There. Is this flying? This is not flying, so it can't block this. That's great. We will then enter combat. Alpha Strike. He takes 7 damage. Mills 10 cards. And we create a wolf token. And we untap all our land. Yep. Right there. There's our wolf token. Now with our new land, what do I want to do? Do I want to bounce this? I think I can, because this is a pretty expensive card for what he's got. So let's bounce this back. And I can draw another card if I wanted to. Let's just bounce it for now. You know what? Let's kick it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Right there. Bounce that out. And then deals 5 damage. So he's taking that out. And he's going to gain 5 life. Son of a gun. Well, that tapped him out, though. Oh, we've got him. We've got him. Yeah. Because I think what I can do here... 0? Takes... I'm 1 short. Ugh, that's annoying. Well, actually, I'll do this. Right here, get the Dimir Charm out. And... no, I don't want to pay the ninjutsu cost. Because I don't have the mana for it. But I do have Alpha Strike here. He's going to mill another 10 cards. We get another wolf token. And we untap all our lands. Right there. Right there. And then 0. And then auto pay everything. He comes in. He loses 4 life. When we will attack. Perfect. Awesome. Great. Oh, he bonfired and killed that. That's okay. That's fine. I think we have lethal. I think we have lethal. There. Yeah, we've got him. We've got him. We've got him. So if I do this the correct way, we have no worries. So if I do this by equipping there. Yes. And then do this right here. There. Awesome. That taps out most of our land, which is fine. We will then do Alpha Strike, and unless he's got... no, he doesn't have anyway. We win. 10 damage. Nice. Nice. Worth it. Nightmarish End. Target creature loses XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Okay. That's not terrible. Patradon. Whenever comes into play, remove 2 target lands from the game. Leaves play, return those. Oh. That's very expensive. I mean, I don't like that necessarily. This I could see being useful, but the other one, not so much. Okay, so let's see here. We only got 1 more left. We only got 1 more dude left. Let's fight him, the Bandit Scoundrel. We just fought one of those. We won the coin toss. Did we get our 3 land? We did not get our 3 land, but we have Teferi in hand. He's kind of expensive, though. Oh, this was the other card that I could possibly drop from my deck, is the Dross Golem. It's not as helpful. Someone mentioned it last week, and I was like, I know it's not as helpful. I like it because it has affinity for Swamp, and it's got Fear, and it's an artifact creature. So it's been super helpful having a different style of creature inside the deck. Currently, we are mostly rogues or fairies, merfolk. So having something else that's an artifact creature that's just not one of those has been helpful. We will keep the hand. This is a very risky slow play, but we'll keep it. And we will end turn here. Nice. Right there. Yep. Alright, Grazed Goblin. Yep, attacks each turn if able. That's naturally going to be difficult for me to handle. So what we're going to do is... I can bounce it with this guy next round, and I think I might do that. We will end turn. And then he's going to attack with that. So we're going to do this. We're going to bounce the non-land permanent. That right there. Auto pay. Gone there. And then he's going to cast... the Battle Mad. So this attacks every turn if able. Yep. There's our third source. That's great. We can get out... How do I want to handle this? I can bounce that. Or I can flash this guy in. Is it a 2? That's a 2 cost. Let's end turn and see what he does. So he's attacking with that, so we're going to bounce. No kicker. Oh, no, I did that wrong. Right there. Cancel, no kicker. Bounce this. Back to his hand. He's going to cast that again. That's fine. Okay, now we got to get out on the board. Alright, so I'll bring out the Larcenist. And then we'll end turn. Reckless Brute is a 3/5 and attacks each turn if able. It has haste. We will block that. I don't think it has menace. So we will choose to block that right there. And then we were not taking 3, we're only taking the 1. There's a mana source. I can bring out the Dross Golem. Let's do that. Because then this has we have block potential on this guy right here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. He's going to attack. I don't mind blocking this, but it's only 1 damage, so I'm not going to do it. Right there. Grand Melee. All creatures attack each turn if able, and all creatures block each turn if able. That makes perfect sense. Alright, so now from here, oh wait, no, cancel. I can bring Teferi out. That's actually not a bad idea. Bringing Teferi out right now. And then get another card. That might be the play. Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to bring out Teferi. And then we're going to create a token. And that way we have a block for this, but I don't know. Let's draw a card. Yep. So we're going to get that, and then we get a loyalty token there. Okay, good. Yep, we got a loyalty token on him. Now this is going to force us to attack. So we're not going to have a way of stopping anything blinking at Teferi, which is fine. We have no choice. Right there. But he's going to take 3. He's going to attack Teferi. That's fine. With 1 and a 6/6. An Org. I had this card as a kid. This card was annoying. Can't attack if defending player controls an untapped creature with 3 or greater. Can't block, but this gets around that. So that sucks. Honestly, that sucks. He's going to probably target Teferi, which is actually not a bad idea for him. I don't think I have 10 or more. Is it 10 or more permanents? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we don't have that yet. I can bring Rona out. Or I can bring out... well, this is what's going to suck here, is because... Well, no, actually, this is our workaround. This is actually in our favor. Because if I drop this... Okay, so, yep, okay. He gets a loyalty counter. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. This actually works out in our favor, and here's why. Because I will draw an extra card just to use him. Yep, great. Drop a land. That's perfectly fine. That doesn't affect what I'm going to do. I bring out Sword of Body and Mind. I attach Sword of Body and Mind. He can't block this because of fear. So he's not able, if able. That's what it says. It should not be able to block this guy. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. We will Alpha Strike right there. Yeah, he can't block this. So he's going to take 5, mill 10 cards. Perfect. And even if we lose to Fury, that's okay. That is okay. Yep, so what I'm going to do is, yep, blocks each turn if able. So I'm going to block you right there. And Teferi goes down to 1. He brings down a Juggernaut. So this is actually bad. This is bad. Because the artifact creatures, they can block each other. Okay? Alright, so there's that. Unless I get... I didn't get a removal. Shoot. I was really hopeful I could get a removal card. Yep, so we get a loyalty counter. Let's drop a card. How can I do this? How can I do this? We don't have 10 permanents, I don't think. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do have 10 permanents. We do have 10 permanents. Okay, so how can I work this? If I bring him down, auto, that's fine. We have the City's Blessing. Equip. Auto. There. 5. So when he attacks, he's going to get a bonus. We have the City's Blessing currently. Did I already do your thing? I did not. I'm going to create a creature just to chump block. Is that what I want to do? Yes. Then Teferi goes away. Okay. Alpha Strike there. Everything gets tokens on it. Nice. He has to block that. That's fine. He's swinging at me with those. I will block that with this. So this will go to a 3/3. Then we have a 4/4 that blocks it. Yep, that's fine. And then he's going to kill that. That's okay. It was going to be dead either way. Because if he lightning bolted it, it was still within kill threat range. And then he's going to cast that. That's fine. We've got him. We've got him. We'll drop a swamp. We'll cast Rona. Just to cast Rona as a blocker. Right there. Great. We have this to flash in. We have this to flash in. Then we will Alpha Strike right there. Yep. Everything gets 2 tokens. He can't block that. Yes. Yes. We did it. We did it. Nice. Hey, Fred. Sorry, I was so focused on this. Sorry, I didn't see your comment. Still gives +1 even city. Yes, it does. You're right. It's a really cool. It's a really good one. Thran War Machine. I was super focused on not messing that up. I wanted to make sure I understood what was happening because I did not want to have to fight that guy again. Slumbering Drake. Slumbering Drake can't attack or block unless it has 5. Oh! Whenever a creature attacks, you put or a planeswalker you control. Oh, okay. So it can pump itself up. Excuse me. Excuse me. Grand Melee. We actually got Grand Melee. That's awesome. And then Echo, we can recast this if we wanted to. Attacks each turn if able. I'm going to get rid of you. Because 4 for a 4/5. During your upkeep, after this permanent comes into play, pay its casting cost or sacrifice it. Yeah, so you have to pay it twice. I mean, that's not really something I enjoy. The Grand Melee seems like a good card. I like the Slumbering Drake. I think that'd be a lot of fun if I did like an Is It deck or something like that. All right, and then we got some monies. And then, hey, silver, regular, mundane, unsmith chunks of silver ore. It's all you find in the majority of the crates stashed away in the cave. Not having the tools or knowledge to mint the weighty metal into currency and knowing that someone still living may have a rightful claim to it, you leave it behind. As you have no further leads on the much more valuable shipment you are looking for, you should return to Camp Zephyr to report in. Alright, I'll go do that. But first, loot. That is a lot of cards. Oh my, what did we get? Look them all. Look them all. Look them all. Jeepers. All right, we got to do that real quick. Right there. Okay. Refreshing Rain. If opponent controls a swamp and you control a forest, you may pay Refreshing Rain without paying its mana. Oh, that's nice. Target player gains 6 life. Okay. Divining Witch. Discard a card from your hand. Name a card. Remove the top 6 cards of your library. Reveal cards from the top 6 until you reveal. Oh. Into your hand. Remove all. Ugh, that's a. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna flag that one to be sold. Sky Shroud Poachers. Yeah, these guys are weird. Search your library for an elf card and put it into play. Then shuffle your library. That's not bad if you have an elf deck, but I currently don't, so I'm gonna flag that to be sold. Raising Waters. Lands don't untap during controls. Each upkeep may. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player untaps a land he or she controls. Oh, wow. So that basically stalls the game hard. I don't like that. Fanatical Devotion. Literally yeeting himself down a bunch of stairs at some... Oh, what are those things called? They're not goblins or orcs or something else. I can't remember what those are. Orgs or something like that. Fog Patch. Instant play Fog Patch during... The blockers. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to get rid of that. Vicious Hunger. Deal 2 damage to target player. You gain 2 life. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, Krovax. I remember that guy. That weird vampire guy. I remember that guy. Flame Rift. We got hit by that last time. Massacre. If an opponent controls the plains and you control a swamp, you move the Massacre. Oh, okay. So this is like that one Refreshing Rain card. I like this more than the other one, so we'll hold on to that. That would actually be pretty good against Teferi, but it doesn't target his planeswalkers. It only targets creatures. Rejuvenating Chamber. Fading. Gain 2 life. We'll just sell that. Whenever enchanted creature becomes blocked, you may have it deal power to target creature. If you do... Enchanted creature deals no combat damage this turn. Oh, so you can basically have it hit another creature. Okay, that could be fun, but not with what we are currently doing. Flowstone Crusher. Bola Warrior. Another one of those. Lightbringer. Oh, okay. So you can just basically... That's a removal, but at the cost of itself. Alright, Fog Patch we're already getting rid of, so we got rid of most of these. Unfortunately. So not really a good draw for us. But hey, we got through the cave. We cleared out the cave. Now we can get all the other loot that I left on the ground. These little gold piles. The reason why I left those there is because I knew I was going to lose a bunch more times. So, yeah, just be warned about that. Let's see, is there anything else inside here? I don't see anything else. You guys see anything else? Nope, I don't see anything else. We're good. We're good. We're good, good, good. Yeah. All right. Let's move it on. Move it on. Doot. So, let's see here. Do I want to add any of those cards to our deck? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'll take the time off camera to parse through and maybe make a different deck. I like red-black. That's a good idea for myself. There's also a couple other decks that I would really like to make. As you see there. Like black-green. That would be really good. Let's go up here. Let's go this way. Going around. You stay away from me. Bad touch. Bad touch. All right, we go all the way up here. Oh, geez. That's a sliver. I don't want to fight that. I don't want to fight that. Not right now. I just want to get to Camp Zephyr. I want to turn this quest in, and I want to advance our story. That is a tree in a hole. See that tree in a hole? There's a tree in a hole. That is a tree in a hole. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. So while we're traversing the wilds, let's have some parenting talks. My kid, my son Hunter, he and I went for a So I'll give you guys my undivided attention. So my son and I, he's learned to ride his bike recently without training wheels. And super proud of him for that because he was super scared, but he got over his fear and he learned to ride his bike. And I think it was about 2 weeks ago at this point, we went for a run walk around the neighborhood, around our block. And I am a road runner. I do that for just my health and everything like that. And so when we went out, it was around bedtime, it was dusk and everything like that. My son made an unprompted comment that I want to share with you guys. He said, "Dad, I really am glad that we're out because I wanted to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, buddy. You can talk to me about anything. We're not going super fast or anything like that because he's 7. He's just learning how to ride his bike. So it's not, when I say run walk, that's really what it is. It's like I run a little bit, he keeps pace, and then I'll walk a little bit, he slows down, or maybe gets a little bit ahead of me. So we kind of yo-yo." And he says, "I really want to, I really like this girl, and I'm really excited that, when I grow up, she might be my significant other." And I'm like, "That's a big thought, buddy. Why do you like this girl?" It's like, "Well, I just want to have her, come over, and I like the idea of watching TV with her." And I was like, "Oh, that's really fun." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you want to make sure you're doing things and hanging out with her, right? It's fun every so often to relax and watch screens, but make sure you're actually going on adventures like we're going on right now. We're going around the block, and it's like, it's bedtime. It's like, ooh, we're going for one last run around the block." Like, "Yeah, I know. And then when we're on our walk, we can call you and talk to you about your day. I really want to know about your day when I'm not at home." And I was like, "What do you mean you want to know about my day, buddy?" Like, "Oh, no, I love talking to you about these things, and I want to hear about your day, and I want you to hear about my day." And I'm like, that's in the feels right there. It hits me right in the feels where it's like, I would love to talk to you about your day, buddy, when you're not around and not in the house anymore. I'd love to hear about what you're doing and how things are going. And he's like, "Yeah, I really like that." And I was like, that right there tells me that all the bad moments of parenting and difficult moments of parenting, challenging moments of parenting made it perfect and made it worth it. I can't say it. I told my wife about it, and I was like a little teary eyed. It was just like, that was a moment. I wanted to share that with you guys because that's incentive for, I hope, you guys out there who might be having a bad day or having a difficult time connecting with your kids to understand that you're not always going to connect with your kids. But when you do, it's a magical moment that you should cherish. Now, Fred, to answer your question, yes, I do play Commander format. I actually, on Tuesdays, me and my friends, have you ever heard of Tabletop Simulator? It's a Steam, I call it game, or I guess a better term would be medium. It's a Steam accessible medium to play all manner of tabletop games. And on Tuesdays, me and my friends are going to be doing Commander games. And, we're going to load in our decks and stuff like that. The cool thing about it is you can actually load in any deck in any format in any way. They can be pre-constructed decks, or they can be decks that are like the meta deck. But yes, I do play Commander. That's actually kind of my preferred mode of playing right now. I really like playing the pre-constructed decks with my friends. I'm not smart enough to make my own deck. I don't have enough time to research and make my own deck, but yes, I do play Commander. Alrighty, so after you explain what you found and what you didn't find, Sir Donovan hands you a pouch of coins that are most certainly spendable. You didn't find anything, but that doesn't mean you put in no effort on my behalf. So we got $500. Then he pulls out a map of a completely different area in the mountainous region to the southwest. So that would be the red land. We should go back a step and make sure the shipment left the mines to begin with. Sir Donovan continues, "You need not return here with your findings unless escorting the caravan. While my venture ultimately depends on having these shards, I have preparations to make elsewhere. Use this amulet once you have more information, and I will be in touch." He hands you a small piece of iron jewelry, after which you nod and depart. Consulting your map, Sir Donovan directs you into the mountains found to the southwest. Yeah, so I would, if you are interested in playing with people for Magic, that's a really good way to do that, especially if you have friends that aren't local anymore. It's a super useful tool to play a couple of games with them, a couple of rounds with them. I highly recommend you take a look at it. I don't know how much it costs. I don't remember how much I paid for it. So just keep that in the back of your mind, though, that is out there. Let's see here. So if we sell cards, how much do I get? 1,500. Let's see here. In the Forge game, there's an other world to play. Oh, yeah. Realm of Legend. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that's not... Okay, yeah, that's not what I thought it was. I know there's a different mode that you can play. We're currently playing in Forge Adventure mode, and then there's like Forge, just Forge, and I don't know. That one's like you can construct a deck and you can play, I believe. Yeah, so that's what you were talking about there. And you can do all manner of decks. Okay, yeah. Now, what was I doing here? Oh, 1,539 gold. Is that going to get me any pieces of equipment? That's going to give me about 3,000 bucks. Is that going to get me the armor? Close. I could sell a couple other things. Steel armor is 3 HP. Do I want that? Because we have 2 HP, 2 HP. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Is that 2 HP? That's still 2 HP, but this is 3 HP. Could I sell a bunch of other cards? Let's see if we can look and sell a bunch of other cards to get us that 5,000 bucks. Let's sell there, and then let's see here. Yeah, we'll sell that. Any commander precon that exists. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's good. Good to know. That's good to know. Equipment octopus is acquisition octopus is not necessarily something I will play, so we'll sell that. All be one. I'll hold on to that just for the fun of it. Green Warden. What is Green Warden? Reach. May play this from your graveyard. If a land enters, it causes a trigger. Oh, this is good for a landfall deck. That's why I have this one here. But it's super expensive. Angel of Deliverance, Delirium, damage dealt. If there are 4 more cards, exile target creature. Oh, that's actually not bad, but it's this hecka expensive card. So I'll sell that one, knowing that I'm probably not going to play a white deck while we have our time together. Flying, Angel of Sanction, automatically makes exile target. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that guy too. Angelic Accord. At the beginning of the update, you gain 4 more life. That one's actually pretty good for an angel deck if you do that. Appa, the Vigilant. I like Appa, so I'm going to hold on to him, even though he's crazy expensive. Arcbound Worker, modular, comes in with 1 token on him, and he's a 1/1. We don't really have an artifact deck going for us right now, so we'll get rid of that. Each player, yeah, I think I'll get rid of you. Barbed Lightning, choose 1. That's good for a caster deck. Sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That'd be pretty good. Battlecry Goblin. Blighting. That's the 3 cards right there. Bloodmark Mentor. Red creatures you control have first strike. That's actually pretty good for our red deck. The Bright Flame. 2/2 for and each other deals X damage to target creature and each other creature that share a color with it. You gain life equal to that. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually unfortunate because that would attack potentially us too. I'll hold on to it for now. We just got to get to 5,000 bucks, so I'm just trying to fly through this and see what else I can sell. You may draw that many cards. I think I'm going to get rid of you. The merfolk in this game, I think, Fred, you mentioned this. They're strong. Like the tribes are strong. Like if you do an elf deck, a merfolk deck, a goblin deck, that method of playing this game is pretty strong. Let's see here. Is this one he dies, right? When he dies, you create a treasure token. He could be good in our deck, actually. Conductive Machete. I think I'm going to actually get that right here. Crazed Goblin, Damnation. You succeeded in beating the Gitrog monster today. Nice. It took me a lot of tries in the last days, and I messed with my deck. Nice. Awesome. What deck did you use? What is the Gitrog monster? I'm assuming he's some There's some a barrier inside the game for the questing. I've heard the name Gitrog. Where it's obviously a magic term, but I've heard it. I don't know what it is. Whenever your opponent plays a land, oh, that could be good for the memes, but I think I'll sell you for now. Dismantle is a good one for removal of artifacts. Dragon Fodder, Dreamtide. Whenever your player casts a second spell, you may proliferate. Oh. That would be pretty good with the sword, actually. Drider. I don't think Drider's that good. Well, I mean, maybe. It does create spider tokens. Oh, Earthquake. That's what this is. That's what that is. Earthquake. Okay, that makes sense. Emissary of Hope. Target each artifact that player controls. We're not really doing an artifact deck, so I'll sell that. So Enigma Drake. These ones here, these are really good for Izzet decks. They're blue-red, and they can really get out of control really quick. Erode. What does that one do? Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller searches the library for basic land. Ezio Brash Novice. Attacks put a +1/+1 counter. As long as Ezio has 2 or more counters, it has first strike and is an assassin in addition to its... Oh, okay. Okay. Fairy Swarm. That's like instants and sorceries, right? No. Fairy Swarm has a number of blue permanents. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that. Deal 4 damage to each player. So that includes me. I actually don't like that as much as I did previously. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. Flailing Husk, or Flayer Husk, sorry. It's in commander format. It's green, black. Oh, landfall. Oh. When that format is hard. I see. Okay. Good to know. Living Weapon. Germ. It gets +1/+1. I will get rid of you. Right there. We have a bunch of basic forests from Spider-Man and... No, that's not Spider-Man. That's Turtles. Yeah, we'll get rid of them. We'll sell that for 2. Ghost Town. Colorless. Uses ability. Return Ghost Town to its hand. Oh, this is good for a landfall deck. That would be really good for a landfall deck. That's why I have it. Let's see here. Oh, yep, Font of Hope. I remember her. That's why I have her here. Gains life 1. Oh, okay. And you were able to ramp up? Okay. Or no? And does it proliferate? Do you have that ability inside your deck? I'm assuming yes, because I think proliferate, if you don't know, is you double the number of tokens on things, or you add another token for each creature. That's like the one. It's from Gloomhaven. The one bunny that does it. That's a commander. I can't remember her name. Whenever it blocks. Okay. Indestructible. Whenever Giggling Skitter Spike attacks, blocks, or becomes a target of spell, it deals combat damage equal to its power. Oh, yep. I remember this now. Yeah, okay. We're going to hold on to that guy. Goblin Assailant, Goblin Balloon Brigade, Goblin Chieftain, Goblin Skyrider, Goblin War Drums, Gilgori Guildgates, Gilgori Rot Farm. Yeah, that's red, green, and that's... Or, I'm sorry, not red, green. Black, green, black, green. And then Gruul is green. Yep, black, green. Or not black, green. Green, red. Okay, right. Yeah, okay. And then Guildless Commons. Yep, that was good for a landfall deck. I thought we were going to get close enough to it. Let's see here. Hada Spy Patrol. They gain levels. It's unblockable. Shroud and is unblockable. So I would level this up. Do I like that? I mean, I thought I did at the time when I picked it up. I'm going to get rid of it just to get the money for it right now. Halo Forager. When Halo Forager enters the battlefield, you may X. When X, you may cast instant or sorceries from... Oh, okay. No, you don't need Prolific Commander. Other stuff. Boost equal to life gain at end of turn. So life gain is the way to go. Also flying. Ah, okay. Good. Soul Harvester. Death Touch. Whenever another creature dies, you may draw a card. Interesting. I'm going to sell this one, even though I kind of don't want to, but I'll sell it. Spire Mantis. Flying Trample. It's not as good as some of the other cards that I would have. Holographic Double I'll hold on to. Ichor Mirror. This was I was thinking about building a mirror deck, but it just didn't... I haven't seen enough cards to be like, yeah, I'll do that. Oh, come on, we're so close. We're so close to getting what we need to. Let's see here. Center of the web. Enters spider tokens. Okay. There's the Is It charm. Judge. Hold on to her for now. Tap. Target opponent removes the top card of his or her library from the game. You may play this. Oh, that'd be interesting to play. Nakshaw Click. Okay. Soul Order. Whenever permanent owned by another player is put into the graveyard. And you lose 1 life. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that one for now. Lavinia of the 10th. I've heard this one's a really good card. Detain each land. Yep, controls. Okay. Yeah. And then Legion Loyalist. First Strike, Trample. Okay. Lich Tomb. I got this because it was a funny card. It's one of those things where I was like, you don't lose the game by having 0 life. Whenever you lose life, sacrifice target permanent. For each 1 life you lose. This would be really good against Teferi, I think. But at the same time, I don't know how I would make it work. So I'm going to kind of hold on to this just to see if I can make it work. Just to have it for the fun of it. Lightstone Inquisitor. Each opponent. Exile spell. Costs more. Okay. Enters the combat, exiles a card from their hand, and you may play this card as long as it remains in exile. Each spell cast this way costs 1 more. Each land played this way enters tapped. We'll get rid of that. As much as I might like that. Living Wish. Choose a creature or land card from outside the game, reveal it, put it into your hand, remove Living Wish from the game. That could be fun. Imperfect Naturalist. Hey, Tortoise, how we doing? How we doing? Just trying to get rid of some cards so I can buy some equipment in the game. Lotus Field. Mirror. Baron. Massacre. Master Thief. Miles Morales. Military Intelligence. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. Yes, I'm going to get rid of that one. I just don't do that a lot. Flash, at the beginning of upkeep, put an oil counter, instant source, it costs 1 less. Oh, that's actually not terrible. For an Is It deck, that would actually be really good. Misleading Signpost enters... Oh, whenever Misleading Signpost enters the battlefield during the declare attacker's step, you may reselect which opponent or permanent target... Oh, okay. That'd be fun to have. And it adds a blue mana. Okay, I'll hold on to that. Mobilization. Okay, and then we put a soldier token out. I'm going to actually... Was it you that I wanted to get rid of? From the Fallout set. Colorless. Equipped. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of you. This one, the Mycosynth Lattice, that to me seems like a card that is a meta knowledge thing. All permanents are artifacts in addition to their other types. All cards that aren't in play, spells or permanent, are colorless. Players may spend mana as though it were colorless. It basically turns everything into colorless. Yeah, I don't think that it's good 1v1, but it could be just funny in general. I feel like this, the Mycosynth Lattice, is a really good card that I don't know how to play, because it basically just turns everything colorless. So how does that help? What does that do for me? I don't know, because I'm not smart enough to know. So I'm actually going to sell it, and you guys may hate me for it. Actually, I'm going to spare myself your indignation. That's a big four-letter word for you. Four-letter word. $4 word. We are at our threshold to get the gear that we're looking for. So we're going to do that. We're going to buy the armor, get a little bit more life. Bam. Good. Nice. And then we go in here, and we equip this. So this gives us one more life to hold on to there. Nice. Groovy. Hooray! Things. Now, what do we want to do? We can do one of two things. We can continue with this story, going to what's mine is yours, or we can do Heart of the Champion, which takes us to the arena in, I believe, the Plains. New Avalon. Yes, I believe that's in the Plains. And I kind of want to do that because that was a lot of fun. So we're going to do that. We're going to go up to the Plains area, which we're incidentally close to. So we're going to go that way. We're going to go that way. Let's get down here. Let's go this way. Scoot through right here. Perfect. Nice. Good. Go up this way. Hey, what are you saying? Cards are artifacting your deck and you play. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Let me change this up because I keep on pivoting my head in a weird way. And there we are. Good. Now I can see the chat box and I can interact with you all so much better. Alrighty. Going up this way. That's a dinosaur. What's your favorite dinosaur? Mine, for the longest time, was the iguanodon because he has the big thumbs that's like giving thumbs up. And I was like, that's a cool dinosaur. You know he's cool because he's giving you thumbs up all the time. I'm a man of simple tastes. Alright, so, just for argument's sake, so the Unicorn Outpost. Now, I don't know what to expect. What kind of draft do we have going on here? March of the Machines. That was about 2 years ago, right? Or am I thinking something else? I'm thinking that might be something else. We're not probably going to get a lot of cards from here because we're not running a white deck. And I like the white stuff. Doing arena will get you equipment for free. The green one, dungeon. Oh, okay. Beast equipment in the game. Okay, good to know. Ah, darn it. Clip the outpost. Alright, we go this way. We got to make our way to the arena. I think one of the things that I should do when we get close to the arena is go to one of the cities outside. Yeah, we're going to get into a lot of fights with soldiers and stuff like that. And that makes sense. Soldiers, angels, cats. That's a common one for white. That is a big elephant. What's the rhinoceros ones? The rhinoceros creatures? Dogs, actually, as well. There are some vampires in white. Tyrannosaurus Rex, nice. Solid choice. Is this it? Really? It's not hidden by anything? Alright, so I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna go into the neighboring city. Because they don't have an inn inside the main city. Not an inn. Where am I looking? Where is the place I need to go? Over here. Over here. See what quests they have. As you approach the town square, a man climbs down from a packed wagon. He glances around, then walks towards you. You there. You look like a capable individual. Capable is my middle name. He looks perplexed for a moment, but glances back at the wagon as though distracted by it. I was hoping you could handle some business for me. Business? What sort of business? Well, some folks here in town are looking to move on, start fresh somewhere new. We had a spot picked out to settle down, but it appears to be occupied. Ah, we've done this type of quest before. Yep, exactly. And so Pharaoh's Fort. So if we accept this quest, now we get to do the eviction notice, which is fine. That's going to hopefully get us some eviction notice. Track this quest back. Where's that going to put us? Where be that going to put me? Zoom. Where is that going to put me? Oh, right here. Perfect. Perfect. I thought that was going to throw me like 80 million miles away. Oh, geez. You see that priest come out of nowhere? It was just like, no. Oh, dearie me. Oh, mummies. Okay, that could be fun. They've just got gold laying around. They got treasure chests laying around. We fought these before, I thought. Did we fight mummies before? We did in the blue area. There was something that we fought before. I can't remember what. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, I'll have to check and see. Thank you for the tip. We have 2 in hand, 2 blue. We're going to be on the draw for a black source. I will keep it, knowing that we are going to be on the draw. And, yep, okay, that's annoying. That's what that is. Hey, there's the black source. Great, awesome. All right, so we'll do that. We'll drop that. We'll end turn. He's going to hit me for 2, and then he's going to play Festering Mummy. Dies. -1/-1 on target creature. Of course. All right, cool. Awesome. We will drop down a black source, so that way we can flash in our Thought Thief next round. And I will end turn. There. So he's got the Soaring Thought Thief. We can take out you. I think I want to take out you. Leave this guy up for now. So we will flash in. Soaring Thought Thief. Okay. There. And then we will block. There. No. I have to block this one. I have to block this one because I can't kill that one. So we'll do that. We're going to take the -1/-1 token on target creature. That's fine. Stops us from... He takes the hit for the others, and that's okay. Unraveling Mummy. Oh. Zombies. Okay, fair enough. So this is a zombie deck. Interesting. I didn't realize the white source had as much zombies as it does. That's awful, actually. That's quite awful. How do I want to handle this? I could instant next round. Let's do that. So whenever 2 or more rogue attacks, it says attacks. It doesn't need to deal damage, and he doesn't have a flying source. So I'm just going to I'm going to mill him for 2. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, yep, he's going to mill 2. That's great. So he's not useless. He's just not doing combat damage to anything. And we'll hold on to our instant, and if this guy chooses to Death Touch or Lifelink, we will blap him with our Scorpion Sting. Oh, no, he's putting another -1. Okay. Okay. Alright, what's he doing? He's doing that. We will cast our instant on target creature right there. Finish that out. We're going to take the 1 damage. That's fine. Hey, that's awesome. I like that. Because that means we can bring out our swords. We can start bringing out our swords. I do like the idea of the Feast and Famine sword. So we can get that out. And so now this is where you need to be careful. Reading is fun. And Magic, reading is required. You have to deal combat damage for the sword to proc. And I say proc or activate or trigger. So we're just gonna do that. We'll do that. We'll do Alpha Strike right there. Yep, he's gonna mill 2. Again, okay. He's gonna hit me for 1. That's annoying, but that's okay. Dutiful Servant. That's a 2/5. Okay. Don't really have much choice with that. Right there. I guess I should have brought out Andruil after that. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll bring it out now. Is that really the best idea? Yes, I think so. Or I could just bring out this. No, bring out Indruil. And... Bum, bum, bum. I'm not going to bother equipping this. I'm not going to bother equipping that. 1, 2. So that brings us down to a 3. We don't have 3. That's unfortunate. We will keep plinking away at his cards, making him mill. Yep, he's going to hit me. That's understandable. Wayward Servant. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, that sucks. That needs to go away right now. And I don't have a way to remove it. I could bring out Teferi. I was going to tap everything. I could do... Actually, I think I can do this. This will work out, because if I do that, and do that... Perfect. Yep, nice. And he doesn't have anything that's flying. That's awesome. There we are. Good. Yep. And then we're going to do that. He's going to mill him, and then we're going to get a token on him. Okay, no blockers. And then we're going to untap everything. We'll bring out the Golem. Is that what I want to do? Golem and you, or Teferi? No, because then I won't really have blockers. So I will bring out, I will bring out the Golem. One. We'll do it as a blue source. There. Great. And then we will do Krydell. Bring him out. Perfect. And there we got City's Blessing. Awesome. Awesome. Right there. Mummy Paramount. Whenever another mummy or zombie enters the battlefield under your control, Paramount... Oh, okay. He's exiling Soaring... Oh, he's doing Aftermath. Exile target creatures that have +1/+1 counters. That's annoying. We still have City's Blessing. We don't lose it, so that's good. Now what do I want to do? Does he have artifact creatures? He does not. So he can't block this. And we could also make things unblockable with Krydell's ability. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to equip... I guess it makes sense to equip him. Right there. And right there. Right? Yeah, that's what it makes sense to do. And he will kill this. So I'm just going to attack with you. Yep. Each creature you control. Oh, there. Yep, okay. And then I will click to cancel that and then do that. So everything gets +2/+2 because we have the Blessing of the City there. Now we get the Sword of Feast and Famine to untap all our lands. We can do this. We'll bring this out as a black source right there. That drops. -2/-2 onto you. Right there. Perfect. And I will bring out the other rogue right there. Good. Awesome. Yeah, our deck is got some flow to it. It's got some flow. It's not perfect all the time, but hey, what deck is, right? Zombie Jackal enters. Each player discards a card. Oh, that sucks. That means I got to discard Teferi. That hurt, but it's okay. I think we got lethal next round anyways. Never mind. He's choosing to tap. Draw Golem. No, we have lethal. This guy can't be blocked except by rogues. He doesn't have... I've never heard of a zombie rogue. I'm sure they exist. We'll bring out Rona. We can actually shift. Nope, we can't. Never mind. I did that wrong. I did that wrong. I should have attacked with my rogue. I should have shifted the equipment to my rogue, attacked with him, and then brought out Rona. So I did that wrong. That was a misplay, but we're okay. He's got to, and I've just got to attack with him. Right there. Sure. Click OK. Click cancel. Click OK. We're going to win. Perfect. Great. So I did that wrong. Hindsight being 20/20 as it is. Nice. All right, so what do we get? Some zombie cards, some monies, and the miasmic mummy. So that's actually pretty good to put in our deck, potentially. The festering mummy, not so much. Hidden volcano. I don't like that one as much for what we got going on. And this is a plain swamp, sunlit marsh. I'll hold on to that. I will get rid of you, though. Do I want to get rid of you, the miasmic mummy? Yeah, I'm not really gonna build a zombie deck. I don't see myself building a zombie deck. Oh, that's a worm. Greater sandworm. We have yet to lose against the greater sandworm. That thing came out of nowhere. We won the coin toss, so we will play. We have 1, 2, 3 land in hand. First time, I think, on our first draw that we've got it, so we will keep. We'll drop our swamp. I did that incorrectly, but that's okay. I should have dropped my tap land. I did that incorrectly. Darn it. Son of a gun. Alright, hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me. It will. Oh, no, we're good. We're good-ish, I'll say. Good-ish. Do I want to drop the tap land now? I don't need a blue source immediately. I'll drop the tap land. I will recover. I'll end turn. Just going to search for a basic. Put it in tapped. Okay, he's got the ramp going. There's our blue source, so I technically didn't need to drop the tap land. That's fine. There. We'll drop that down. We'll put the quietest spike out. Right there. And then we'll end turn. Greater sandwich. Search for another one. Is he cycling it? No, he's searching for a basic land. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. We are getting all of our land. We do not need any more land right now. I need this to not be as much land as there is. I will drop this down, and then we'll end turn. Yep, that's not good. That's not good. Another land? Oh my gosh! What are the odds? I mean, I don't care that you're going to get a +1 because I'm going to make you sacrifice that. Yep, that's fine. Right there. Target player. Taps that out right there. I don't want to bring this out knowing that I can't... I genuinely can't kill... Worms are thick creatures. They've got usually above 4 health. So this isn't really going to help too much, but the survey is what I'm potentially really needing right now. I'm going to hold on to it for this round. We'll end turn. Because I do know that there's some ramping worm cards. And that's not one of them. That's not one of them. Hey, that came at the right time. All right, we'll drop land first. Right there. We got a creature. We got a creature, guys. Finally. It's a 0/1, but we got a creature. Do I want to equip it? Sure, why not? Let's equip it. So this means that he can't block this with his green creatures. Because it has protection from green now. He's searching for land. Not doing anything. Okay. We'll drop another land. And then we'll equip you. Right there. Bam. So it now has Death Touch. And whenever we damage a creature, or damage a player, they lose half their life rounded up. That's why I have the quietest spike in there. Right time, yeah. And then we're going to hit this right there. Perfect. Round it up. We're going to hit him for that. We get a wolf token. We have potentially got lethal. Oh, that's not good. No, wait. No, that's, yeah, that sucks, actually. That sucks a lot, because he's going to keep on creating tokens that I can't deal with. Drop land. He can block this. Hear me out. If I move the quietest spike to the wolf and he chump blocks, he loses a 5/5. Is that what I want to do? I don't think that's what I want to do. I think I want to keep it on here just because I know he can't block this. And when we deal damage to a player, we get another wolf token that I can chump block. This doesn't have trample or any other abilities. It's literally just a thick worm. I think that's what we want to do. Okay, so we do that. And I'll leave this here as a chump block. Yep, we'll resolve both. And then actually I think we got him. Do we not? Next round? I think we got him next round. I'm going to hold on to Thought Thief to play at the end of his next round. Okay, so he's making a 6/6 worm. Fabulous. I'm so glad for you. End step, he's creating a worm. We will also bring out our Thought Thief, because these don't have reach. So if you had like fog or something like that, that's the only way I see him being able to do a thing. Drop land. Yeah, this didn't really come in handy. But I guess, you know, we didn't really need it right now. Right there. Right there, we're gonna, not Alpha Strike, we'll do this. Yep, we got him. Good. Kept our record intact. Kept our record intact. Oh, Shaya Halud. Alright, so if we ever wanted to do a worm deck, that would be really fun. I had a worm deck when I was a kid, with like the crawl worm and a bunch of other ones. It was a fun deck. I mean, crawl worm, if you don't remember, that was like a staple in like early Magic. It was like a 6/4. It required a lot of mana to bring it out, but once you had a 6/4 on the board, you were like, could kill pretty much anything in early Magic. Let's see here. It can't be blocked. You could cycle. I don't really like any of these. I don't really like any of these. I mean, you have ramp. Green is all about ramp. If you don't know Magic, green is all about ramping. You know, land searching, dropping lands, getting elves, or things like that that help you ramp and get these thick creatures out faster. So the cost is not really a big deal for green. Let's get rid of one of you. And we'll just keep moving on. We'll keep moving on right there. We'll flag, I should say, one of you. And then what else do we get from this? Let's see here. Oh, that's Corvex. That's actually literally Corvex right there. I think he has Death Touch and Menace. Yeah, and then let's see, Radiant Summit. Oh, that's fun. Cruel Claws Heist. Gift a card. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an on exile it. If the gift was promised, you must cast that spell. Oh, that's actually pretty good. This is a good Is It card, so we'll hold on to that, because I do want to make an Is It deck. That's more my comfort zone, is red-black, or red-blue. Red-blue-white is more my comfort zone. Brass Gnat does not untap. We'll get rid of you. And then Helldozer. Destroy target land if that land is non-basic. Untap. Oh! Okay, so basically you can do this. As long as you have land, you could literally destroy someone's entire board. +1 black and -1 non-black. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep. Okay, yep. That's it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to him. But Helldozer, this is like a super potent land destroy idea. Because if you destroy all their non, which is what most decks we've seen have, at least in some form, that Worm deck being the exception, they do have non-land or non-basic lands. This, I don't believe, counts as a basic land. So you would destroy this for 3, and then untap it, and you can destroy it again. Or destroy another land and another land. So we're going to hold on to that guy. We're going to hold on to that guy. It's a very interesting idea. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That was actually a pretty good get. Pretty good get. We'll get these crystals. Oh, Scorpion. Jeez. So far undefeated against Scorpions. Let's see if that holds. Scorpions are... We had a really close call with the Scorpions. We won. We can do draw or we can do play. I'm going to do draw. 2 land. We have Soaring Thought Thief. We can also do Scorpion Sting, ironically, to a Scorpion. We need 1 more land. We get the Thief out. That's going to be huge. That's going to be really helpful. We'll keep it. We will keep it. We'll drop our land, and we will pass turn. Green. Seed Scorpion, Death Touch. Naturally it has Death Touch. Of course it has Death Touch. Why wouldn't it have Death Touch? It's still a basic. Oh, okay. You just untap. Don't untap it. Okay. Do it at the end. Yeah, you would do it at the end. Yeah, right. You would do it at the end of their turn, and then you can untap it again. Like, basically, you can tap the ability on their turn. At the end of their turn, he becomes untapped, and then you have access to do it again on your turn, or use him as the literal 6/5 creature that he is. Drop you down. Do I want to kill the Scorpion with Death Touch? I feel like there's going to be better choices. So I'm going to hold off. I'm going to click end turn. And then he's going to attack. That's fine. I'll take the 1 damage. And he's going to play a tap land. He's going to search for a forest. All right, we're going to flash in. Soaring Thought Thief. Okay. Hey, that's good. I don't care that it's a tap land. I'm fine with that. Then we will attack. We'll make him mill 2 cards. What did he mill? Oh, good. Giant Regrowth. That's actually really good. Earn target from your great... yeah. And perpetually gets... That's not good. And he dropped a land. Interesting. I don't know why he would do that. And he takes 1 damage. Okay. Do I want to bring Cradell out? Or do I want to hold for Scorpion Sting? I'm going to hold. Hold! Yep, I'm not going to block because I can't. We take the damage, and Scorpion, wait, that's just cycling. So that's probably the better one to take out. Let's do that. Right there, just to get rid of that. Don't want him to have another creature that has Death Touch. It's annoying. Oh, good. Alright, we gain a life. We can bring Avon out, and that's an idea. Let's do that. Let's bring our Avon out. Maybe that'll be the focus of much anger. And then we will Alpha Strike. He's going to mill another 2. What did he mill? Another one of those Wasteland Scorpions and a land. Again, I don't know. Usually the AI is... Maybe he only needs the 2 land to operate his deck. And he dropped a gain life land. Yep, it seems like he needs only the 2. Yep. Oh, 3, technically, because this is a double tap. When I say double tap, it has 2 sources that it gives you. Black and green. So, yeah, okay, so he's got another Scorpion out. I think we're gonna run away with this here in a minute, though. We're gonna play this right. Now that we have Avon, Thieving Avon out, we will attack. Alpha Strike right here. Right there. Perfect. And then we will steal a card. What has he got? Destroy target creature. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a creature, that I might want to take. Because that would be really bad for him to get. And pump up his Scorpions to be a bit of a menace. He's got the flat removal too. I think I want to take this though. Just to deny him that, or do I want to do this? I I think, you know what? I'm actually going to take the poison the cup. I'll take that. Yes. And then we'll make him... What? Why does he have hexproof? Oh, wait, no. Poison the cup target creature. You. Auto. The Benaven gets +1/+1. Right there. That will make him the target of spells, but that's fine. And then we will actually drop Credell down. There. And we'll end turn. Giant Scorpion. Dackmore Scorpion that doesn't have any special abilities. Okay. You have a QQ card. Oh, okay. Repeat kill. Not the best with high power. Okay, good to know. Yeah, yeah, QQ is Kiku is a card I never really got to work inside my deck, but I could see us doing that now, for sure. I have enough to make this work, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I only have 5. Drat. Curses. Let's do this the right way, though. Again, we'll do this. Attack with those two. Right there. Yes. Okay. That one. That's fine. Okay. I will choose not to do that because he's not getting blocked anyways. Right there. And then we'll see what he's got for me. Just another poison the cup. I could take that. Yeah, I think I'll just take the poison the cup. Right there. Yep. And the death touch, that affects that too, right? Kiku, if the creature has death touch, it can kill itself. It doesn't matter if it's a 1/3 and doesn't, take itself out. We'll do poison the cup. Right here, target creature. Take that one out. Auto tap that one. Perfect. Right there. Great. Okay. Enters. He is returning. Forest. Okay. Yep, there it is right there. Alright, that sucks. We will make him sacrifice a creature. Want to do that? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I still want to keep... No, we got lethal. What am I doing? What am I doing? We just got lethal. Let's just do that. Let's just win. Let's just win, huh? Let's just not do anything fancy. Let's just win. Let us just win. There. Okay. Okay. Cancel. Don't want to make him immune because he's not getting blocked anyways. And we won. Good. Kept our record intact. Dink, 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 dink. What do we get? Thriving Heath. Thriving Heath enters tapped. As Thriving Heath enters the battlefield, choose a color other than white. Add... Oh, okay. We'll hold on to that for now. When Bala Ged Scorpion enters the battlefield, you may destroy target creature with power 1 or less. Not as useful. It doesn't have Death Touch either, so I'm going to get rid of that. Jungle Hollow. It's a black-green. Okay, each player shuffles his or her hand, graveyard, and permanents he or she owns into their library, then draws 7 cards. Each player's life total becomes 7. That is pretty nuts, actually. I've seen these cards being, in the game here, and I don't know how to make them work, but it's, definitely a powerful card. And it doesn't even say remove it. Like, you can cast this multiple times in a game. So, I guess I'll hold on to it for now. We'll leave the money where it's at. There's probably... Yep. Is this going to be blocked? Yep. See the little beetle pop up? Oh, I just literally walked right by it. I'll literally walk by the beetle. That's a terrible guard beetle. That is a terrible guard beetle right there. Alright, let's see here. What is here? Trustworthy Scout. Search your... Exile, scout, search your library, reveal it and put it in your hand. Oh, okay. So you can pull another one out. of your deck. Okay. Choose creature or land, reveal top 4 of your library, put all. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's not the best. That one's really expensive. Trumpeting Herd. Okay, Elephants. Elvish Fury. And you can buy it back if you really wanted to. Not ideal. I thought buyback was a really cool mechanic that was poorly executed. If you don't remember it, buyback is literally you can do, and like I remember specifically, like there was only a few cards that really made it worth it. Like Capsize was one of them. I think there was like another removal card, and there was another buffing card from White that made it worth it. But buyback, you can just spend the casting cost, and then if you choose to do the buyback, you can buy the spell back. This can get really broken inside like Izzet decks and things like that rely on casting spells to buff their creatures or to trigger other effects. So that could be really useful if we get the right card. Irregular Cohort. Changeling, when regular enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 colorless shapeshifting creature. Oh, okay, so we get 2 creatures for the price of 1. Not bad. Imposter of the 6th Pride. Changeling. Okay. It's not super helpful. Rhyme Tender. Untapped. We don't really have snow permanents. Bellowing Elk. As long as you had another creature into the battlefield under the control. I'll get rid of you. Soul Strike Technique. And Vigilance. When a creature manifests the top card, put it onto the battlefield face down, 2/2 creature. Turn it up anytime for its casting cost. Okay. I don't necessarily like that. Force of Virtue. If it's not your turn, you may exile a white card from your hand rather than... Oh. That's pretty good. It's a good idea. First Slivers Chosen. I have thought about doing a Slivers deck for a while now. And that could be really fun. Exalted whenever creature attacks, control it gets +1/+1 for each instance of Exalted among permanents. So this could snowball like crazy. I'll hold on to that for now. Good Fortune Unicorn. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. I'm going to hold on to that. So I think the rest of these I'm going to get rid of. I actually might get rid of you too. We'll hold on to the slivers. We'll start maybe cobbling together a sliver deck. We'll take this guy right here. All right, we'll fight our beetle. We will fight the beetle. Only fought one of them so far. We won the coin toss. We could do the play. Do we have... we got 3 land. I will keep. I will drop the tap land this time. I dropped it. And then we'll end turn. Okay, good. We will drop our other tap land and turn. There. Protection from green. Oh, that's actually a really good way. Blight Beetle stops a lot of commander decks. That's actually pretty broken. That's actually pretty awesome. We've got both our mana rocks. I will drop the swamp. We'll do Larcenist. Yep, and we'll end turn. So we got a blocker now. Never mind, he's destroying that with Terror, the original removal spell. Drop that. I feel like I can cast this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get you out there now. End turn. Enchant player. That player loses 3 life unless he sacrifices a non-land permanent. That sucks. Yep, I'm going to lose 3 life. I will... Actually, I could discard a card. Yeah, I will discard a card. I'll discard one of the charms. Drop our land. Do I have enough for you? I will next round. So I'll drop. We'll resolve that. 3, nope, I don't have enough for that just yet. So we'll get Cradell out right now. Right there. And that's it. I'm going to hold this so I have something to discard. Yeah, Alpha Strike that. Sure. I mean, it doesn't matter. Click OK. Click Cancel. Right there. Takes 3. Scavenger Beetle. Can't be blocked. That's just annoying. Yep, at the beginning of the upkeep, lose 3 life. Okay, got it. I will discard a card. It will be you. Alright, so. From that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That's not anything he's got. Nope, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. He doesn't really have anything. Dang it. If I bring you out, 1, 2, 3, I do have the ability to make him unblockable, so I will do that. Hitting him for 3. Okay, right there. Yep, right there. And then I will Alpha Strike. Yes. You. There. Auto. Perfect. Right there. He's going to lose a life. We are going to leave that. We're going to top deck that. Or Andrill. And then we are going to... He's discarded a land. That's unfortunate. I wanted him to discard a creature so I could bring this out. Unfortunately, I think we're going to end up sacking this. Okay. Swinging at me for 3. I will take it. Because I can't block it anyways. Dune Beetle, a 1/4. Okay. Alright. And a Virus Beetle. Each opponent discards a card. That sucks. That hurt. And another Beetle. Whenever a player sacrifices a creature... Okay, well, this just got annoying. I lose 3 life. I have to... No, destroy a non-land permanent. Okay, I will take out... I have to take you out. Yep, I'll do that. He's gone. Yep. Okay, there's that. Drop you for 2. Right there. We do not have the City's Blessing. That's unfortunate. You. Right there. Yep. And he can attack. So that's what he's going to do. Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, I have no cards in my hand. Yeah, so we're going to do that. Why did that not... Whenever attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Why did that not do that? I can't block that anyways. Oh, darn it. Yep. Okay. Right there. Yeah, he might have me. I don't know if I can win this round. Alpha Strike there. Why is he not getting... Oh, because... Where was it? Can't have +1/+1 counters on it. That's why. Yeah, he's got me, I think. I don't have any way to block this. We're down to 1. Yep. He's got me. The beetle wins the day. Dang it. Ah, so frustrating. Alright, well, we go back this way. We go this way. Get healed up. And go back again. Where's that beetle? Oh! Stay away! No! No! I want to go into the thing. I don't want to fight you random people. These boots were made for running, and I appreciate you telling me that they existed. Alright, let's go. Where's that beetle at? Here, you jerk. See if we get what we need to. We won. We got the land we needed. I will keep this. No, we didn't get the land we needed. Shoot. Actually, we're 1 short. Bummer. I thought that was another one. Alright, we're going to end turn. Right there. There's that. Yep, we did not get the land we need. We need 1 more land. We're on the draw for 1 more land. Dune Beetle. Great. Awesome. Good. We'll make you sacrifice that. And we'll end turn. Another Dune Beetle. Darn it. We might lose simply because we're starving for land. Yep, gonna hit me for 1. Virus Beetle, that's discards a card. I will discard you. Okay, there's our land. Perfect. Drop the rogue. Yes, we'll drop the rogue. Auto do that. Right there. Good. End turn. Nest of Scarabs. Whenever you put a -1/-1 creature... Oh, okay. So that's going to be good with his other card that he had. Oh, there's our land. There's our land. We hit a pocket of land. That's great. I feel like I want to bring out the Quietest Spike first. But this could be more potent. I think the Quietest Spike is better, though. I know I can't equip it right now. I see that. Trust me, I see that. But I need to get this on the board so then next round I can do that. There. And then hit him for 2. He's going to hit me for 2 back. Yep, that's fine. Love you. Have a good day. Have fun storming the castle. Oh, geez. Enters past target. Exiles target graveyard. I don't have much in my graveyard, do I? Okay. Yeah, I don't really have much. Yep, they gone. Okay. Drop land. Equip this here. Right there. Now this will put big pressure. Right there. He's down to 6. Or he was down to 16. Now he's down to 8. Their turn. Hitting me for 3. Perfect. There. Yeah, this is great. So we do 3. We do 2 to equip the Sword of Feast and Famine. Then we do our combat. I know I'm flying through this and not announcing what I'm doing. So we're attacking with our Death Cult Rogue. He's unblockable. We resolve the attack. Quietest Spike rounds down his life. We untap all our land. I can do the Larcenist. None of these are ideal to bounce. So I'll do the Larcenist and I'll do... Actually, no, I'll do the Mana Rock first. Right there. So that gives us 3, and then I'll do the Larcenist. There. That's the right play. Good. And then we end turn. He's destroying the Larcenist. He can't target the Sword of Feast because he can't target the Death Cult Rogue because the Larcenist, or because it has the words. He cannot target my Death Cult Rogue because it has the Sword of Feast and Famine equipped. So he's targeting my Larcenist with Terror. He's going to hit me for another 3. He's going to bring out the Scavenging Scarab, which is unblockable, but we've got him. We have got him. All right, so I'm going to first do the right thing here. I'm going to bounce with Kicker. That. Out. We got the other sword. Can't really cast it this round, unfortunately. Oh, we can, but it's just not going to really matter because we got lethal. We do Alpha Strike. Swing in. We won. Redemption! What do I get from you? Dung Beetle can go away. Mortician Beetle, that's actually pretty good. Witherbloom Campus will get rid of Raving Dead. Death Touch. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random. Raving Dead attacks that player this combat if able. Oh, wow. That's actually kind of good, actually. In a lot of ways, because if I equip my swords on this thing, or make him unblockable with Krydell, that's another way of reducing their health by a lot. So I'll hold on to that guy. I don't think I'll put him in the deck right now. Alright, so we have 3 left. 1, 2, 3. That's those 3 guys right there. Alright, let's do it. Let's fight our next zombie. Currently undefeated, but that first zombie was difficult. We will go second. We got all the land, but we did get a removal and a creature, so I'm going to keep this. He cast his tapped land. That's fine. We got a tapped land, so I'm going to drop that first. Another tapped land. Nope, he has a swamp. Okay, so that came in perfectly fine. Wayward Servant. Whenever a zombie enters, yep, we are gonna remove that as soon as we can. Let's bring out. No, we'll hold off. We'll hold off. We'll flash this in next round. It's gonna hit me for 2. That's fine. End step. We'll flash in. Soaring Thought Thief. Okay, good. We got all the land that we could possibly need. Right here. Target opponent's sacrifices. So we'll do Cornered by Black Mages on him. Auto pay it. There, we got the life gain zombie gone. And then we will attack with our Soaring Thought Thief. Make him mill 2 cards and take a point of damage. We'll pass turn. He is putting -1/-1 counters on each of the creatures that I control. So he's killing my Black Mage token, which is a bit annoying, but that's okay. Festering Zombie. When it dies, it puts another -1/-1 counter on things. That's a bit annoying. Alright, we will do... Drop a land first. I can do Krydell. Make him mill more cards. Oh, this is brilliant. I could do something else, but I'm going to do Krydell first. Bring him out. Okay. Right there. So we're going to hold on to our bounce for right now. There, and then we will Alpha Strike, forcing him to mill another 2 cards. We'll resolve those first. That's fine. There. Okay. We don't want him to be unblockable because he doesn't have any flying creatures. So the Soaring Thought Thief doesn't do any damage, but he forces the player to mill. That's the attack gone through. And then we will end turn. Disposal Mummy. When Disposal Mummy enters, exile target card from opponent's graveyard. So he's going to exile my Cornered by Black Mages. That's fine. Okay, drop our land. So here's what we can do. I can actually bounce out my Soaring Thought Thief at the end of his next round and then bring it back. So this does 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I need 4 to bring it back. Don't quite have that yet if I cast this, but I do have it with the other things. So I'll do it that way. 1, 2. To make this unblockable. I can't really do what I want to do right now, which is a bit annoying. Alright, so we will just attack with you. Yes. There. Okay. Not pay it. Don't need it. Keep the mill going on his deck. Whenever combat damage is dealt to you or a player you control, if Vengeful Pharaoh is in your graveyard, destroy target creature, then... Oh, there we go. Awesome. This works. Because I will bounce it now. Yep, do this. Right here. Oh, it's opponent. Darn it. I thought it was my... Oh, that doesn't work. Alright, so I'll click cancel on that. So, Soaring Thought Thief goes away. Is it opponent? It does say opponent. Dang it, I was trying to be crafty. This is why I can't play blue well. I like playing blue, but this is why I can't play it well. I don't know why he didn't... Oh, because maybe... But he didn't deal combat damage. He did 0. I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. Well, so we'll do this. We'll drop this down now. There. Cool. Exile target creature. Yep, so he's just exiling that. He's going to hit me for 3. Drop our land. Drop another mana rock right there. So we have the ability to cast him next round. I will end turn. He's going to swing at me with a bunch of creatures for 3 damage right there. He's bringing out Vengeful Pharaoh. That sucks because every single time I hit him, he's got one in his graveyard, right? I think he's got one in his graveyard. Click OK. Oh, okay. On the top of your library. Ah, okay. That's what it was. Okay, so it was in his graveyard. Alright, so I am going to bounce this back. 1, 2. There. And then I will cast this auto there. Okay. And then what's in my hand? Land. Nothing but land. Alright, so I'm going to sacrifice this to draw 2 cards. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. How can I make this work? Can't block. I can only block flying creatures. I played my land this turn? No, I did not. That's good that I played it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough to bring Teferi out. If I kill this, I get a +1 or -1/-1 counter. Not ideal. Alright, so I will go like this, and I will just attack. Right there. Do I want to drop this mummy now? No, I'm gonna wait. There's probably other targets that are better. Yep, we're gonna eat the 3. Vengeful Pharaoh. Oh, good. Okay, so... But the unfortunate thing is I can't really remove that. So that's a 5. So, let's drop our land first. 3. Let me bring out Teferi. Let's draw a card. Create a spirit token. Let's draw a card. No, let's create a spirit token right now. right there. Knowing that I'm trying to give this a chance to focus on him, and if I can get him down, that's the idea. Destroy target attacking creature, then put Vengeful Pharaoh. This is actually a really good card that counters our deck. That's kind of annoying. I could just take out this right now. I think I kind of have to. Let's wait, because that's an instant that I would be casting. So he's going to attack with everything? Why is he not attacking with everything? Why didn't he attack with everything? Do that right there. Yep. Okay, loyalty token. That's a 3/3. That's got vigilant. We win. He can't block me. Right? I don't see how we lose right now. Let me draw a card. There and there. I have enough to do both of this, so I would do this. Right there when it enters. -2, -2. Kill that. Kill this. Cast the Larcenist. So now I have those. There. And then I just Alpha Strike, knowing that... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to Alpha Strike, because if this goes in the graveyard, yeah, that'll trigger the ability. I don't want that. I do not want that. So right there, we just win. Okay, cool. That worked out. I don't know why he didn't attack the one round he had a 5/4 that would just crush me. Sunlit Marsh. Okay, as long as you have a Plains or Swamp card in your hand. Okay. Seat of Snod. Artifact land. Huh. Okay. Alright. Anubis, I'm assuming. Kenra Warrior. Okay. I don't know what a Kenra is. I don't remember them. That is all the land we could ever need. I'm going to keep this. Red, green. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Drop our tap land. End turn. Drops a forest. No, he's Bitterblight Warrior. You may exert Bitterblight Blade Warrior. As long as you attack when you do so. +1. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, so that's actually pretty good, and it's a 2/2. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to make you get rid of that. Then we're going to end turn. Resilient Kenra. When it enters target, we may target creature exile where it's its power. Okay. Interesting. Drop you down. How do I want to do this? Because I can bounce it if I need to, or I can just flash this in. So I'm going to end turn. We'll take the 2. All other creatures you control have trample. That's less than ideal. We'll flash in our Thought Thief. Alright, we've got to drop our land for the turn. We'll drop a swamp, basic swamp. We can bounce. And we can do this. So I'm going to do that. I think that's the right play. So I do 1, 2, right there. So I have Cradell out. We'll attack with just the Soaring Thought Thief. Yes, we'll do both actions. Make him mill. Soaring Thought Thief will get unblockable, though we will cancel it, so we don't need it, so we can cast our bounce if we need to. What did you mill? Champion of Ronas. Oh, dinosaurs are also a thing in white, if I'm not mistaken. White cards. Dinosaurs are all a big thing in white and green cards, and actually in red cards too. Alright, so there. Alright, so he's going to attack with just that. He's drawing that out, it seems. We will do this. Bounce it to his hand. Right there. Good. And he's bringing out a 4/4. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Drop our land. Do I bring this out? Or do I just attack? Mill. Make him unblockable. He's got 10 left. He's going to hit me back for a bunch. Don't think I have much choice here. Right there. Bring the Larcenist out. Yes. There. Cradell will become unblockable. We will do okay. We'll actually take him and make him unblockable. We have a swamp on the top. We will put that at the bottom because we do not need it. And then we'll end turn. Earthquake. Shenra. Or Kenra. Okay, when it enters the battlefield, target creature with power less than or equal to can't be blocked this turn. Okay. Okay, so it has haste, and we're going to take 6 damage. 8 damage, sorry. And then, oh dear. This is rough. Another swamp. Shoot. Yeah, that is the last thing I wanted. I can't do anything. I gotta... Just gonna shock that. That sucks. Alright, so we're gonna flash in our Brazen Thief. Or Brazen Borrower. He's going to hit me for 3 and 4. Has trample. Okay. I can't block it. Because this guy can only block that. That sucks. We take the 7. That's a big risk. Because he'll have lethal next round. But he's got trample. So it's not really anything I can go around. So I'm just going to eat it. I have to eat the 7. Yep, I think he's got us. What are we going to do? Well, we can make him sacrifice a creature. Yep, right there. So he chose to sack that one. We do have not enough, unfortunately, to cast this for flashback. I already played my land. I did already play my land. 1, 2, 3. We have 4. Does he have a flyer? I think we just barely won. We have 4, 6, 8. We make him unblockable. Does he have a flyer? We just barely won. Oh, wow. We just barely won. Alpha Strike. There. Yep. Do it that way. Right there. Cradell becomes unblockable. Causes him to mill. We'll pay that. We just barely won that. Oh my. That was a tough fight. Well worth it. Oh. Torbran, Thane of Redfall. If a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much plus 2 damage. That's actually really good for an Izzet deck. If you do shocks and lightning bolts and all other manner of things, that's actually pretty good. And he's not that expensive. We'll get rid of you. Add one colorless. We'll get rid of you. Scarg the Rage Pits. Nature's Claim. Destroy target artifact. Its controller gains 4 life. I'll get rid of that. Just gonna have 2 or more basic lands. We'll leave the Cinderglade. We'll hold on to it. Okay, cool. Whew, that was a tough fight. Alright, now we're going up against the Pharaoh. He a big bad. He a big baddie here. He a big baddie here. Let's see. My brain is getting fried. And he's got a... Oh, great. He's got a boss effect. Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. Defender. When a Forgotten Pharaoh deals... Okay, so... Activate only once. Control a desert. Or there's a desert card in your graveyard. So you can just keep on plinking me for 1. That's fabulous. What does our hand look like? We have 2 black source. No blue. That's not ideal. I'm going to keep it because we'll be on the draw for a black source. So, or I mean a different source. We'll end turn. Okay, he's not doing anything. Hey, that's fine. We can make him sacrifice that if we want to. We're going to end turn. He's going to blink me for 1 because he's got a desert. And oh, the binding mummy, that's fine. We need to cast this now, unfortunately. We're at 8 cards in hand. So he chose the Pharaoh. Okay. End turn. 2 damage. Yep. Cruel Celebrant is a vampire. Whenever a Cruel Celebrant or another creature or planeswalker you control dies. Okay. Hey, that's not what we needed, but it's close to what we needed. Alright, so we drop our tap land down. That'll give us a blue source. We're still going to eat some damage next round. It's going to hit us for 3. Sanguine. Enters a blood field. Create a blood token. When you sacrifice a blood token, each opponent gains 1. Oh, so that's going to be... Okay, so he's creating an infinite combo, almost, I think. Yep. Yep. I think he's going to get a... pretty soon, actually. Let's see what happens here. I think he's going to... Right there, okay. So we're going to end turn. It's going to hit us for another 3. Not blocking. Oh. Whenever another zombie you manage to tap target creature, that's fine. Each player mills X cards. He's making me mill 1. Enters, tap. Okay. Alright. Oh, dear. Aven Thief? I don't think we're stabilizing the way I need to. Let's bring that out. Destroy. Yep, murder. Yep, just removal. Yeah, he's got us. I don't see how we can recover. We're down to 2. I'm going to not waste time. Because I don't have Damnation in this deck. Alright, we'll go back to City here. Heal up. Good. Why am I going back into the city? Okay. Go down. Jukes. Oh, we got the jukes. We got... Oh, jeez. Stay away, dinosaur. I want to fight this Pharaoh. Alright. Hopefully we can do this. We got this. We got this. We go second. We got better mana-ish on this turn. Or this attempt. We will keep it. He's got a desert. So he's going to blink me for 1, I'm assuming. No, okay. Well, fair enough. End turn. He's not hitting me for 1, which is odd. Do our other tap land. And that's not really going to help me. So we'll end turn. There he goes. At the end of my turn, he's hitting me for 1. That's what he should be doing. There we are. That tracks. All right, Festering Mummy. Actually, this is good. He'll do that. He'll bring out the Festering Mummy. I'll drop this. I will just do Grim Totem. Right there. Do that. He can't do anything there. So that's awesome. And then I have 2 I can mess with. I can bounce this back to his hand. Force him to recast it. Yeah, let's do that. Then end turn. So he's recasting it. Okay, there. Drop land first. So we know he has removal. So if he just casts Murder, it'll just kill Even Thief. He does not have enough for it. But he might next round. And then we'll end turn. Nope, he's got Swords to Plowshares. Of course he does. Of course he does. Alright. Do we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just drop that down. Now we have 2, so I can do Blink of an Eye if I need to. We'll end turn. He's going to hit me for 1. But if I do Blink of an Eye with no kicker, is that what I want to do? No, I'm going to cancel that. We'll let the 1 damage go through. Yep, okay, lifelink. Yeah. Dies, create X11 tokens. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to bounce that? Is that what I want to do? Might as well. Just to force them to recast it. There's that. What did I... That was Blink. Okay. Blink of an Eye. And then... I mean, I can... bring out Teferi. Draw a card. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring out Teferi. Draw a card. And he's hitting my Planeswalker. We got the Sword of Feast and Famine. That's not bad. Then we end turn. He's going to keep on plinking the Teferi instead of me, which is actually not bad. Alright, Internalize comes back as a 4/4 zombie cat. That's awful. Okay. Oh, draw a card. You get a loyalty token. Let's drop our land. Alright, so what do I want to do here? I don't have any creatures. I could use Teferi to create a creature. And then... what? Or I can bring in... I can bring in the... could bring in the Thought Thief. Or not Thought Thief. Brazen Borrower. With Flash. 3... So I have 3, 6, 7 sources of mana. Let's draw a card. It's a land, unfortunately. Did I play my land this turn? I did. Wait, no. Yeah, I did. I thought I did. Okay. So we're up to 5 there. Teferi's not in any danger. So if I do 3 and 3, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd need 9 to make both of those swords go on to the Brazen Borrower if I bring them out. But if I do you first. I think that's the right choice. Yeah, let's do that. Right there, and then we'll leave the other 4. We'll end turn. Yep, he's hitting Teferi. They're attacking Teferi. That makes sense. I don't have any blockers. So we're going to flash in Brazen Borrower. Right there, we got our creature. Teferi is going to give a loyalty counter. And then drop our land. Now I can bring out, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 3, 5, 7. Yep, that's enough to do what I want to do. So I drop Sword of Feast and Famine right there. And I equip both there. That's the first one. Equip the second one there. And I swing at him. Yes. Yep, so I swing at him for 7. Which creates a wolf token, makes him mill 10 cards, and untaps all my lands. With Teferi, I'm going to draw a card. It's Rona. And I have enough to drop Rona. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough for that. But I will drop a mana rock right there. And then that gives me, if I want to move that to Rona, if I wanted to do that. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I will end turn. He's plinking Teferi again. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. That sucks. And then she gains, yep, he gains a bunch of tokens and life. That's fine. That works out really well, actually, because I will draw a card, get a loyalty token. We can bring in Rottenmouth Viper. He takes 4 damage. Or he has to sacrifice a permanent, which he'll sacrifice this. Yes, that's what I need to do. Well, first, actually, let me draw a card. Let me draw a card, see what I get. That might change what I do. Doesn't necessarily change what I do. All right, so I will bring out Rottenmouth Viper. Right there. No, I will not sacrifice any creatures. I'll pay full price. Right there. Then I have to resolve that. He sacrificed the token. That makes sense. I will bring out my Larcenist, my Library Larcenist, right there. Okay, and I will end turn. He's going to destroy the Rottenmouth Viper. That's what I would have done as well. He's going to end turn. Teferi's going to get a loyalty counter. We're going to play a land. I'm going to drop the Quietus Spike. Now I'm going to equip the Quietus Spike onto the Larcenist. Then I'm going to equip the Sword of Feast and Famine on the Larcenist. Then I'm going to equip the Sword of... How much mana do I have left? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Equip the Sword of Body and Mind. There. And then I will hold on to Teferi's ability for right now. There, I will Alpha Strike for 5. We drew a card. It was to Krydell. That's fine. So the combat damage, all of that's going to really mess him up. He's going to mill 10 cards. We get to create a wolf token from the Sword of Body and Mind. From the Sword of Feast and Famine, we untap all our lands. And then from the Quietus Spike, he loses half his health rounded up. Perfect. Okay, main phase 2. I'm going to hold, if he's got board wipes, I'm going to hold on to Cradell. I'm going to draw a card. It's a land. Teferi gets a loyalty token. I've already played, I think, a land. I have. Okay, so I think we got him. Right there. End step. Teferi's got his... Target opponent chooses a permanent they control and returns it, and then they shuffle each non-land permanent they control into their owner's library. I see, okay. Alright, so play my land, gain a life. We can draw a card. Let's draw a card. Yep. Get a loyalty token. He can't block this because it has the Sword of Feast and Famine. It has protection from black. I'm actually going to draw two cards. Okay. Get 2 more loyalty tokens on that. Oh, darn it, these are not helpful. Okay. We will... attack. I think I had lethal had I done that differently. So I can... No, I can't pop this right now. Okay. That one first, then the other 2. And we got him. Nice. Yes, we did have lethal. All right. Oh, that was good. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Swords to Plowshares. Perfect. You gain 2 life. Each creature gains XX. Oh. X is the total number of life you gain. That's actually pretty good. That's a good board wipe. Okay. Kusari Gama. Equip creature. This creature gets one when a creature damage to block. Deals damage to a blocking creature. Deals that much damage to each other creature depending player controls. That's actually pretty good. Because we can board wipe with a lot that we have. But our rogues more often than not bypass. I could see that being helpful in some situations. As Godless Shrine enters. If you don't, pass turn, it's a swamp. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Another Swords to Plowshares. Basilisk Gate. Target creatures and opponent controls. Gains -1 extra gates until you... Oh, if you do a landfall deck with gates, that's actually pretty powerful. We'll hold on to that guy. Hullbreaker, Merfolk, Pirate, Flash. If opponent would draw a card, except the first card they can, they don't do that. That's interesting. Slime Against Humanity. Create a 0/0 green ooze token with trample. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is equal to 2 plus the total number of cards you own in exile and your graveyard that are oozes or are named Slime Against Humanity. A deck can have as many... That's actually kind of funny. You can make a really funny meme deck with that. Shakedown Heavy Menace. When it attacks, defending player may have you draw a card. If they do, untap... Oh. Okay, so they can have me card draw instead of having this attack. Interesting. So that's a pretty fun card. Thimothar, Baron of Bats. Ward, I discard a card. Whenever another non-token vampire you control dies, you may pay 1 and exile it. If you do, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. It gains when this creature deals combat damage to a player. Sacrifice it and return the exiled card to the battlefield. Interesting. Okay, I kind of like that. These are some actually pretty good cards. I like these two most of all. Alright, so that satisfies that. We're going to take the opportunity to finish looting the area now. Predatory Worm. Gets +1 as long as you control a Garruk Planeswalker. Borrow Golf. Death Touch Lifelink has power. Is equal to the number of card types among the cards in all graveyards. And its toughness is equal to that +1. Whenever Borrow Geif deals combat damage to a player, you may mill that many cards. If you do, you may put a creature from among them into your hand. Interesting. Clackbridge Troll. Whenever enters combat, create a 1/1 goat token. At the beginning of combat of your turn, an opponent may sacrifice a creature. If you do, or if it does, tap and you gain 3 life and you draw a card. Well, that's interesting. And that's an 8/8. Holy crow, that's a ridiculous one. Oh, Iroh Demonstration. This is good for an Izzet deck. Choose 1. Iroh's Demonstration deals 1 damage to each creature opponent controls. Deals 4 damage to target creature. Vengeful Strangler. Vengeful Strangler can be blocked. When Vengeful Strangler dies on the battlefield, transform it. That's interesting. And then, I say interesting a lot. I know. We'll get rid of you. I don't think I would like that one. We'll hold on to that one. We'll hold on to this one. We'll get rid of you. And the landfall, whenever a land enters your battlefield under your control, we'll get rid of you. I don't have a landfall deck built at this moment, but I do like the idea of building one eventually. Alright, what is our last thing? Chitness, Graspling, Changeling, 3, 4. It's pretty expensive. We'll get rid of that guy. Snap, or Skull Snap, Nuisance. Whenever enchantment you control enters fully unlocked room. Yeah, we'll get rid of you because we're not really doing rooms. Ilharg, the Razor Boar. Whenever Ilharg attacks, you may put a creature from your hand onto the battlefield, tap attacking. And return that creature to the hand at the beginning of the next upkeep. Whenever Ilharg dies, you may put into the graveyard from battle, or exile from battle. You may put it on the top of owner's library. Oh, that's pretty good. Song of the Dead. That's good for, like, blasting somebody with drain life. Target player puts the top 5 cards of his or her library. Oh, this is just basically milling somebody. I mean, that's not bad if we had a mill deck, but I really don't. Hammerhead Shark can't attack unless defending player controls islands. Okay, well, that can get tossed as well. Alright, cool. And then let's get the other stuff we left on the floor. The monies. Alright, and all done. Yep. Newly cleared. Good. Then we go back here. Ah! Stay away from me. Bad touch. Your employer couldn't be happier to see the returning of the town. It means that. Okay, so we only got about 10 minutes left, so I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to really get into the arena, but we'll have some fun exploring what's going on. All right, at the beginning, so Jel-Rel, voice of Zelfir. At the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 target land you control becomes an XX green-blue bird creature with flying and haste until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. It is still a land. Whenever a land creature you control deals combat damage to target player, or to a player, draw a card. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm going to hold on to that one. Winter Cursed Rider. This is a blue-black. Ward, pay 2 life. Artifacts you control have ward. Oh, this is good for artifact decks. Exhaust. Exiled artifacts. I'm going to put that away. Faithful Squire. When you play a spirit or arcane spell, you put a key counter on Faithful Squire at end of turn. If there are 2 or more key counters, flip it over. Flying. Remove a key counter from loyalty. Prevent all damage that would be done to target. Oh, that's a nice one. Throbbin Watcher. Vigilant. Other non-creature tokens you control gain. That's a good angel card. Jester's Mask. Comes into play tap. Sacrifice Jester Mask. Look through target opponent library. Give that player a new hand as many cards as he or she had before. Reshuffle. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I remember that card. I'm gonna get rid of you. I know that's gonna mess some people up, but still. Alright, now before we go for the day, I'm gonna go into the main city here. So we're in Avalon right now. One of our viewers, Fred, said that the inn just doesn't have a name. Is it this? It is that. Okay, I think that's what it is. But wait, no. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's take a look around, though. Let's see what we got. So mostly white spells. Astral Drift. Earthquake Dragon. A 1/14. This spell costs X less, where X is equal to the total number of value of dragons you control named Earthquake Dragon. Interesting. Alright, there's the arena. Is it over there? It might be over there. Yeah, most of these are not things that I'm super excited about. The Smith, we can actually forge cards. We haven't done a lot of that in the series. So I'm not super interested in doing that right now. We can experiment with it certainly at some point. Gobin, Gene Splice Savant, Mistblade Shinobi. Oh, that's fun. We can bounce cards with this guy. Soldier, Knight. Yeah, Soldier, Knight, anything to do with martial prowess. Bizarre Trade Mage. Flying, discard, draw 2 cards and discard 3 cards. Sorceress Queen, tap to make another creature O2 till end of turn. Treat this creature. All right, all special abilities are removed. Cartographer, Treasure Hunter. Okay. Yeah, let's see here. Not anything speaking to me here for anything that we want in our deck right now. Shield Breaker. Destroy target artifact. Okay. Transform Order of Mirror. Oh, into a 3/1. That's a pretty interesting one there for us. Or for if we had a deck like that. White, black, white, black. Continue. I never got this card, but I thought it was really fun. This is a call out to the arcade version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's from the Secret Lair one. Alright. Frodo, Sauron's Bane. Interesting. Frodo Scout becomes a halfling scout. Whenever you deal combat, loses the game. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring was tempted you 4 or more times this game. Otherwise, the ring tempts you. If you were a rogue, we could really utilize him. And also, he's a white card that we don't have access to casting with our current setup. Clear the stage. Target creature gets -4/-4. If a creature you control with power greater 4 may return up to 1 or more creature. Okay, interesting. On that. Not anything. Yeah, I didn't expect to get any cards. Haste is in graveyard. Flame Burst counts. Interesting. Oh, okay. Flame Burst is one that we, I think, had. Cat Warrior. Enchantment. When sworn to the Legion, enters the battlefield. Non-token creatures perpetually gain double team. Oath of Gideon. I liked Gideon as a character in Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, in MTG World. I really liked his character. He was a planeswalker that was basically made you immune. Resplendent Angel. I had that. Yeah, so this is definitely the Angel store. Drana and Levana. No, Drana and Linvala. Activated abilities. Your opponent's controls can't be activated. Drana and Linvala has all activated abilities, all creatures your opponent control. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate those abilities. That's actually pretty awesome. Sarah Avenger. You can't cast during the first, second, or third turn. I mean, if I really wanted to do an Angel deck, this was one of them that I was like really looking to get. I don't know what that one is. Unified Strike. There's only one dude. Yojimbo from the Final Fantasy series. Reroute Systems. Primordial Gnar. Destroy all artifacts, all creatures with power below are converted mana. That's actually a pretty good board wipe. Archangel of Thune. I could see that. I could see that. So I go up in the city here. Is it here? It is here. It's right here. You need a new field to increase our harvest. A withered but intimidating man in simple farmer's garb addresses you directly. This town is growing faster than my grain. A no-nonsense man deserves a no-nonsense reply. I can handle it. Good. I just need you to clear I just need you to clear the current occupants of the area I'd like to plant. They've been bothering our farm anyway. You'll be fertilizing grain in no time. Consider it done. I mean, both of these, I don't know why the difference is there, but I'll do it. I'll take that one. All right, now what kind of equipment do we have? 9-ring bow? We don't currently have a weapon. I don't know what the 9-ring bow is. Enchanting. Do we have a neck piece? We don't have a neck piece. There's the golden armor, mirror shield, and kite shield. Okay. I don't think we have a neck piece. Do we have a neck piece? We do not. We could probably sell enough to get to the neck piece pretty easily. Good to know. Is there anything here? There's not anything in there. What do you have? We can transfer our crystals into gold, or our gold into crystals if we wanted to. Here's a sliver deck, or sliver warded hive. Let's see here. Sinew sliver. All slivers get +1 +1/+1. All slivers gain flanking. Whenever a creature without flanking blocks a sliver, that creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Lancing sliver. Necrotic sliver. Sacrifice, destroy target permanent. That's actually pretty good. Brood sliver. Create another. Well, okay. Has haste. We already got one of these. Yeah, I really should kind of look at making a sliver deck, because those are always, and have always been, just busted as heck. Farmer's tool. We gain to add 1 life for 500. Done. Teleports you to the plains area. That's the token that we need. We'll take those two. So now we can come back here a little easier should we want to. All right, and then we have the arena. But I think that's going to be our time today. Where was the... Yep, Archangel of Thune. Flying, lifelink. Puts +1/+1 on each creature you control. That is actually pretty good. And it's not too expensive. It's appropriately priced, I will say. That one is appropriately priced. Yeah. Lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you turn target creature. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to draw a line, and I will say that's going to be our episode, our live stream today. I won't play without you guys around, just because I feel like that's... I don't want to say cheating. Actually, I won't promise that, because I might do a little bit of just playing to get these quests done in this area. I'm going to maybe try and do a sliver deck. I know I mentioned it before, but cards in this game, if you're looking for a specific type, they can be kind of hard to come by. That's where the Forge comes in, literally, you know, MTG Forge. But if you go up to the... where is he at? The Smith right here. This is where you can try and filter and draw a specific card if you're looking for something. And the cost, I believe, yeah, it's like you say we're doing only black cards. So that's, we have 291, but it's going to take me 320 to get that. Okay, so if I do that, and that right there. So now that jumps up to 750 for just looking for a single black card. Okay? And then if you change the cost of it, like you can see that it really does change the price dramatically. And then if you go for common, mythic, or anything like that, it jumps pretty high up. And there's 5 possible cards that you can get from. So I do like this feature, but it's just it's a risk reward mechanic that is pretty cool inside the game. So if you were looking for something specific, and you can set a filter for specific sets if you're looking for something from a specific set, and as you can see, that gets dramatically expensive depending on if there is even a card that meets your criteria inside those possible sets. There's one card in Aether Drift that is a rare card that has this. I think there's like 0, yeah, so like 3 possible cards, 2 possible cards, like 5, yeah, it's just it goes nuts pretty quick. But if you've gotten really far in the game and you have the money to burn, go ahead and do it. That's actually a really good way to get specific cards that you're looking for, especially from specific sets. Now, beyond that, I appreciate everyone taking time out of their busy schedule to just chill, even lurk in the background, listen to my ramblings on things. I'm just going to save the game, and I'm going to call it here, get some lunch. I got to make some phone calls for the day. Being a busy dad, my work never ends. I got to call all manner of places for appointments and other things, and I got to get things ready for tonight because we're going over to a buddy's house for a bonfire. But thank you so much, regardless, for taking time out of your busy schedule to stop by. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Please consider doing so if you are at all interested in keeping up to date with the busy gamer dad life. We are changing our format, or have changed our format, to video every day over on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe over there, and I'm just trying to have some fun with this, showing that you can be a busy gamer and enjoy games like this or others while I post those videos. And I hope you guys enjoy the content over there. We will catch you next week, where we will be continuing on with the adventure. Later.